Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Disadventures crew. My name's Jared, and I'm going to be the DM for this fantastic session. Allow me to introduce the crew, my dear friends.
Hi, my name is Joe, and I will be playing Klaus, the racist tabaxi monk.
That's what you said last time? I didn't understand you. It was too thick. No.
Oh wait, was that just, are we live?
Yes.
Alright, let's go. Okay, I thought that was just a fucking take.
No.
Hi, I'm...
Okay, good.
God damn it. I'm Will, and I'm playing Cynthia Frostmarrow, the, Goliath Sorcerer Warlock. Fuck.
We need better music for this.
Hi, I'm Nate, and today I'll be playing Brutus.
Quick, come on, guys. Come on.
Hey,
We should.
I'm Isaiah. I'm playing Dio Dancing,
Oh, fuck.
the dancing bard.
I spilled on my fucking character.
Oh,
And I'm Noah, and today I'll be playing Father Apollonius, the cleric.
Why did we think this was a good idea?
it's a phenomenal idea.
That was fantastic. Everybody around the
right
applause.
energy going.
Oh, this is perfect. That's
That was
perfect.
a beautiful idea. I love it.
We needed to get the vibe going.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right,
I
guys.
definitely helped with that.
Yes, you
Our
did.
dear friend Corey isn't here with us today. He's busy working.
Because they killed him. Because I mixed him against the shadows.
Yes. So, just to get his character out of here, y'all have just exited the weird, misty caverns of the Undercavern. Surface level, you have been chased by a gargantuan worm. You were able to translate its name as Analdia gigantis. This worm has been hunting down your train until it crashed. Through a series of happenstances, you were able to survive, if not heavily scathed. You cut off the roof of this train, so now you are just a hovering platform being pulled by our dear friend Brutus and pushed along by a modified mining laser by the two gnomish tinkerers in your NPC group. Our friend Corey's character was... I have it written down. It was like Zenith? Zenith. Zenith nearly killed all of you with a fireball in one of these tight tunnels, but miraculously you were saved by Brutus, and immediately after, a rock falls from the ceiling, surrounding of him hitting the ground, wakes you up from your near comed state as you were on this train but got knocked out in the crash.
What just happened?
Oh, you're finally awake.
That's a reference.
Actually, I think we just need to end the stream here, guys.
We're not gonna
That
go
was,
any
bye,
further.
everybody. That was perfect.
It just cuts.
That's all, folks.
What the f-
So give us a description of your character. Like, what does this person look like?
So, Cynthia is a, I'm sorry, is a,
We're in a cave, there's an echo.
7 foot tall, Goliath woman that, despite being quite disheveled from the shit show that apparently has happened while I personally wasn't present, she is wearing a, black dress with sleeves that goes down to the floor but has a slit that comes up to about mid-thigh and has a fur lining around the top with her shoulders exposed. And she has long white hair that is tied into a very well-kept braid.
Fantastic. This new person that was one of the many survivors of the crash, you all stayed awake otherwise. We have Dio dancing. He hasn't stopped dancing, and the few times he has, he apparently glue.
Just a little tired, guys, but it's all right. The party goes on. We can survive this.
You were hitting on the elven noble lady with her wonderful guard.
Oh, she loves me. Don't worry about it, baby.
Arlo is the guard. Farah Ellen is the noble lady. Brown hair, green eyes, and a dress that is not meant for dancing. Unfortunately. The two tinkerers, Tanky Tinkerer and her assistant, Bin's Bits, as well as the two halflings on their honeymoon, Alfonso and Samantha Wise. They have a camera. They've been taking photos of every single cavern that you've been through the Mushroom Forest, the Shrieker Forest, and the Crystal Caverns. All photos taken. A few of the giant worm getting a little too close for comfort. What's your character description?
He's a 6-foot humanoid.
Elf, right?
I
Aren't you
believe half elf.
Half-elf cleric. Okay.
And he's older, has a long white beard.
Oh.
He's been.
I didn't know you were old.
Yes,
He's old as
How old is old for an elf? 100?
150 is about their max age.
120?
Half-elves.
For a half.
Oh, half.
Half elf? 120?
Damn,
He's definitely an
man.
older man,
Yeah.
but a very devout looking man.
Brutus, a strange creature, even around here.
Yeah. Description?
Yeah, give me a description,
Okay.
please.
I'm like.
That was a
6
segue.
foot- Oh, thank you. I'm 6'6". I'm a warforged, so I'm like a robot. But instead of a head, it's more like the jaw level,
You know,
and then
fishbowl.
a fishbowl on top with a brain inside of it that's covered in like gold with wires attached to it. That's the only part of me that's still human. Instead of an eyeball going across the fishbowl, there's a bunch of eyeball-like lenses.
You got a robot
And
with us.
I have no idea what you actually look like. All I know is that you're a cat.
So I am a Tabaxi monk.
Yeah.
I have white and orange fur going all around me except for my arms, which turn into draconic scales into dragon hands.
Oh, okay.
And around me there is this aura that pushes away physical attacks.
Perfect. So,
So when you try to go towards me and put a hand on me, it just automatically repels you. Unless it's strong enough.
oh, that's fine. After exiting the misty crystal cavern, you guys are once again in a tunnel. You've woken up, and you're right next to Tanky, small gnomish woman, sort of fretting over the weird 3-foot cubic box with 5 crystals, one in the center, one on each corner, just producing a magical flame as wide as it can go. At the back of this train is like almost a jet engine. She's fiddling with a large screw-like device on one end, making sure it's tight enough where the battery inside sets. She's worrying about it. She's getting tools handed to her by her assistant, bald gnome, bushy eyebrows, as the two halflings. Descriptions. Honestly, they just look like normal people. They're just halflings.
Okay.
And
Yeah, they're boring.
They're pretty boring.
They have
Besides, the man, Alfonso, has a large camera around his neck. And the wife is braided hair.
Oh, can the wife have like one of those Kentucky Derby like hats?
I don't know what those look like. but
Like
sure.
the big,
Big
Southern
and
sun hats.
frilly and
You know what? Absolutely. Yeah, that fits perfectly.
like super
Alright.
fancy.
Yeah, that's
A
perfect.
little feathers.
Is it
and shit.
halfling size or is it human size?
It's human size.
It's a human size.
It's a
hat.
big ass
It's actually on a human. It's much smaller. It's like a normal hat, but for her, it's huge. But as you get deeper into this cavern tunnel, okay, there are thin crystals in the ceiling, sort of like emergency lights in the darkness. Okay, it's very dim light, and you feel the air get humid. And in the distance, you hear a rumbling at the very end of this tunnel, about 10 minutes away from where you see a small pinprick of light where it opens up into a larger cavern.
Do I have a feeling that if I were to stand up, I would have trouble keeping my footing?
No.
Okay.
This is a full train car. It's 30 feet long, 15 feet wide.
Okay. So
Okay, it used to be a full train car, but it's just, at this point, it's just a wagon.
Okay, so I'm not going to Spider-Man 2 off the back of the train.
As
No.
I notice them waking up, I'm gonna give them a hand to lift them up.
Okay.
To their feet.
Yeah.
You lift them to your feet, and then you're just looking up at them.
Father Apollonius asks if she has any wounds. Is she full health? Is she okay?
You were at half health.
I'm at half health. Give me a moment.
So I approach her. Are you all right? You'll give me a probably. No.
I've had better days.
Okay, 1 sec.
Wait, you say you're at half health?
I gotta set my health to 32.
I'm approaching.
You're at half health, Will?
Yes.
What's your character's name? I'm so sorry.
Cynthia.
Cynthia.
Oh, we don't have our name.
You don't know what my name is.
That's
Oh, sorry about that. Hey,
no one cared.
you look like you took a little
I
stumble.
missed my name tag. I feel
Is everything all right?
Are you still dancing?
Oh,
He hasn't
He's
stopped.
always
Okay.
dancing.
Well,
I'm going to join him.
I am a bit hurt, but I'm otherwise quite well. Your concern.
It's
Why-
alright,
why
you
are
walk
you-
off the concussion.
Hey. Why?
Why are you? Why is he dancing?
Ooh, baby,
I
it's just
don't
the
know.
groove. It's just the vibe I bring. Hey, how about this?
believe
I
it was
cast
cursed
dancing
by the
lights.
gods.
I ask for your hand. Do you grab my hand? Just grab it. Trust me.
Yeah, sure.
I grab your
think
hand
that
and I
damage
cast
in
Cure
place.
Wounds, and now you restore 34 health. And I
Oh,
do it,
shit.
and I spin you around, and I let you off on your way.
Okay.
Anything for you? Don't worry about it. And I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Pardon me. How rude. I'm Cynthia Frostmarrow.
Ooh.
I am from insert place in northern part of country.
The Northern Frost Wastes.
I'm from the northern frost wastes.
I've never been up there, but might I say you are rather stunning.
Be a good boy and stay right here, as I just can walk past you. Thank you.
I like it when they call me a good boy.
Oh.
So we've got the horn dog and the pen dog.
Ah,
Great.
she will be mine. Anyway, let's go.
I'm gonna step on him at some point.
Join me with a good time, baby.
So you dance with her for a bit, heal her. Someone,
Wait, you heal her?
with.
I was gonna do that, but if you did it, I won't have to worry about it.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, he beat
The elven noble lady with green eyes, she's sitting next to Arlo, her knight,
Yeah.
and as soon as you start dancing, okay, she's giving you the best not to glare, okay, of jealousy brimming in her eyes, just as you guys exit through the tunnel into another cavern. This cavern, plenty of large crystals in the ceiling that give almost... What's the word? It's the
hue or no?
No, the ceiling lights that you have at school.
LED.
Fluorescent, like white light.
Oof.
Okay, with a subtle hum, and you hear the roar of a waterfall. To your right side, you see a massive waterfall pouring out from the ceiling into a massive lake below. This cavern is empty, otherwise, besides a long bridge that leads from this end to the other. Easily, I can't do the math on here, but it's going to take nearly an hour to cross this bridge on your train.
Are there more than one waterfall, or is there just the one?
It's the one, and it echoes throughout the entire cavern. It is
So-
a large, loud.
So, it's essentially acting like a silence spell for the engine. Turn it up! Turn it up, make us go!
You heard him, Tanky. Let's move.
I want everyone to give me a perception check.
Perception?
Yeah, first roll of the day. That is from you
This
guys.
is a
The first roll was jealousy, apparently.
13.
13. Okay.
26!
19.
16.
Probably fucking garbage. 7.
Okay, Brutus, as you're steering the train, and Klaus, you both notice about halfway, okay, there is a massive rock in the center of the track.
Cut it down! Cut it off!
You heard the man. Shut it down.
And screeching to a halt before you hit this massive rock, you catch a glimpse at an angle, okay, below the bridge. A massive rickety wooden structure built underneath this bridge. And as soon as you reach a stop, okay, you see numerous structures built all around this cavern, hanging from the crystals, built into the walls, as tiny shapes all jump onto the bridge tracks, out of the woodwork, literally, and a tall figure in a long flowing robe with a draconic face looks at you and says, "Halt! You've come across the domain of the Dragon Keepers."
Who?
I will literally kill you.
Who? Roll intimidation.
It's less, but okay.
And you?
8.
Can I roll history just to see if I've heard of these people before?
Yeah, of course.
Can I?
Oh no.
Can I see if I can get them to dance with me?
Can I?
roll
Can I?
10.
attempt
Can I roll
history?
performance?
As I say
Wait,
that,
one at a time, please.
as I say that, I do point to them with my dragon-esque claws.
Oh, no dragon. He's got dragon.
With my literally dragon hands, yes.
Okay. When you point at him, okay. Give me a second. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, this is phenomenal.
Yes!
Okay. You point at him. He looks at you and he says, "A half-breed will not intimidate me."
Ooh.
And then you hear an audible gulp. That doesn't come from his mouth. Somewhere around the stomach area. And then he gets about 3 feet shorter
Wait a
as you see a
minute.
kobold run out from underneath the robes and jumps off the side of the bridge screaming.
It would seem it intimidates 2 of you.
Can I roll a history check?
Yes,
See if I
history
know what
check.
these
I
are.
rolled a 10, so I've heard of dragons before. I have no
You've heard
idea
of
what these
dragons, you
people
have no idea what the dragon keepers are.
I'm gonna roll performance.
Okay.
So
Does a 14 make it
For history,
for history?
you've been down here before. Okay, the dragon keepers do not keep dragons. Okay, they're a group of kobolds that are constantly pushed from different ends of the Dwarven Deepway. They set up shop, and then they eventually get kicked out by the dwarves and have to find somewhere else
Wait.
to put up shop.
I've heard of you guys, dragon keep. You don't got no dragons. You're just a bunch of vagabond, homeless kobolds.
You're in the front of the train, right?
Yeah, I stopped.
He's
pushing
gonna
it, standing up.
You hear him go forward. Walks up, he's like, "Hey, man."
How tall is he? How tall is he,
Let me reason with you real
He's
quick.
about 6 foot because there's
okay,
two
so
of them.
he's almost like a
Yeah, he was like 9 foot. Okay, but now he's just his robes dragging behind him. He's like, "Listen, man. Okay, the next leader election's coming up. I really need this win. Okay, can you do that for me,
Okay, well,
please? I need a toll. Okay, we just want one toll, and we'll move the rock for
I'm
you,
gonna
and you
be
can
wrong.
pass
We
on
have
by."
absolutely no money. We are survivors of a worm
roll a 30
attack.
for performance.
Roll a 30 for performance.
You see, we survived a worm terrorist attack. There is no money here.
A worm? Where? And all of the kobolds and all of the woodwork, you hear.
I'm gonna grab him if he
Another
tries to
one
run.
falls off. Tyrone!
If he tries to run from me, I'm gonna grab him because this feels.
No, he was on one of the far walls. You just see his face just drop.
Tyrone. No.
We lost another one!
Guys, it's all right. Don't worry.
Yeah, you're
I think it was the
dancing.
groove.
I mean, honestly, I think you're safe. The waterfall is
They all dance
covered of
away.
any
As you dance, you notice the giant crystal in the center of the ceiling actually starts to sparkle,
Yeah.
and there's specific like light beams going around like a disco ball. It's just the sheer vibe of you sets off a disco light, basically.
I cast dancing lights again.
Um,
It's a cantrip.
can I try something?
Yeah.
So, I'm going to sigh and then walk up to this kobold who is now shorter than me because
Yes.
they lost one.
Yes, they lost one.
And I'm going to cast Enthrall, which means it can only it has to make a Wisdom check to concentrate on anyone else.
Okay.
And I'm going to walk up, lean over, grab its like chin and go, "Hello, like what? How tall is it?
It's like 6 foot.
Like, hello, darling. If I might ask, is
Yeah.
there any chance that you could let us pass? If you do, we'll make sure the worm doesn't come after you."
Oh man, that's. What else does it? It can only focus on you.
So, it, effectively, by the spell, you distract, use it in extreme words, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, it has to do a Wisdom 14 saving throw.
Okay, but what happens when it fails?
So if it fails, it has...
No, when it fails.
Yeah, okay, when it
When
it
it
has...
fails.
This isn't quite... I'm kind of using it for flavor, but...
Okay.
It has disadvantage on wisdom perception checks on anything else that's
Oh,
happening.
besides you. Okay, so he's
Yes.
just focused entirely on you.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't mind letting you by, but the worm doesn't really come here. I mean, that's why we're here, honestly. Like, he's terrifying. Like, that frickin' thing scares the shit out of me. We're still trying to figure out, like, oh man, what do you even name that thing? I was thinking more. Nah, man, Dune works much better. We'll figure this out later.
So I'm...
Anyway,
I'm still...
Let's get a worm.
the Worminator!
I'm still
Have you
standing there
considered
holding its...
Gregor?
I'm still standing there holding its chin.
Yeah.
And I'm going to lean in and whisper in its ear. I'll give you a kiss if you let us pass.
The kobold
Lean into
chooses
the
to
mic
fail.
when you say that.
The
Okay.
kobold chooses to fail. Come on. He's
Do
got
I have to
choose.
roll like deception or persuasion or anything?
He rolled a natural one.
Okay.
I don't care what you roll.
He chose.
I rolled a nat 20, so...
He immediately faints, falls off the kobold on top of him, and teeters off the bridge.
So he's dead.
The kobold under him goes, Smog, no!
Can I dive down after him?
Which you guys can both give me athletics or acrobatics.
I'll give you athletics.
I'll give you acrobatics.
I just stand there, slowly blinking, like...
13.
25.
25. You fly down and grab him.
Using my rocket.
You pick him up and you drop him there. He's just passed out. The other several kobolds on the bridge look at each other like, what do we do now? I don't know.
Open the gates!
He said...
He's the only one that could move it.
He said he said you would let us pass.
Give me deception.
If he is the only one
Can I
that
help
move
with
it,
that?
I'm going to slap
Move
him.
the gates or I will punch it down!
I wouldn't argue with him.
What would you do?
I'm seeing
I just...
do.
But like,
See,
hey,
punch
Wants to
one
help the
dude.
deception check.
we're
Oh,
just
okay. You're giving him the help action.
giving you the help action.
Roll an advantage.
Oh, thank you.
No problem. I got you.
Fuck.
Bro!
Could have been worse.
Could have been worse. Could have been a fuckload better. 6.
Let's go!
The several kobolds will get into a huddle. Like,
Okay.
I don't really know. He doesn't
Fuck
really
you.
seem to... He had the campaign promise of more food. That's why we set up here. Oh, man. I don't think... maybe Amelia Gigantis got to them. And they're like creatures of the night. Can you stop calling it that? It's such a terrible name. I agree. Pain in the ass. Works way better. You know what, Gregory? You can shut the fuck... And then they start arguing. All right. Break. Yeah, we don't believe you.
I'm going to
Hey,
slap him.
how about this, guys? Why don't you show you a few dance moves and then
It's
we
just
go
it's just
on.
a simple toll.
No. Hey,
I walk
look.
up to the guy fucking saying all this shit,
Yeah.
and I punch him in the fucking face.
Let's go, initiative!
We're not
While
getting
he does this,
Wait,
I'm going to
how are we
slap
gonna
the
move the
leader
rock?
awake.
Don't
that's gonna
forget,
be an unnatural
there's
20.
easily 100 kobolds.
I was
in
gonna
this
say
cavern.
let's calm down. Let's calm down.
That's an unnatural 20.
That's an unnatural 20.
And I'm gonna hit him for 5
I'm going to
lightning
attempt to
damage.
wake the leader up.
How much damage?
5 lightning damage. I'm giving him a fucking uppercut.
You hear every kobold in the cavern get their weapons ready.
Guys,
Move it,
sorry.
my gates!
We don't. It's all right, guys. We're all vibing. We're all living our best lives, but we're just trying to pass. We're going to get rid of this worm for you guys. Don't worry. And then this whole entire cavern, hey, it could be yours one day. But there's one stimulation. Shut the fuck up.
It's like a
What'd you say to me?
You have to put at least one disco ball.
I'll kick your ass!
I'm gonna roll persuasion.
Okay.
Can somebody help me?
I'll give him the 8. I'll give him the help action.
Oh, thank God, because I rolled a fucking.
I'm still-
I rolled it twice in a row. A fucking natural one.
What?
Wait. Does that count against skill checks?
This is how we die.
What?
Just the unnatural
There's
ones, because I think you
dice
told me.
jail.
Right?
Well, yeah,
We
it
have
doesn't
our
do
first
anything.
victim of
14.
dice jail. Flip.
Oh, you know, there's a
14.
bunch
You rolled
in
a
there.
14.
Yeah.
Use a different dice.
Here, I've
Put
got
it in
No,
jail.
I'm not. I like this
here.
dice.
I've got one for you.
Whoa.
He's gonna save us from Wormy McWormface!
Because I can still add my skill on top
It's
of
the-
the one.
it's the-
Because I
yeah,
had plus
put it in
13.
there.
So 14. I rolled
Yeah.
14. All right.
Some of the kobolds, most of them are discussing with themselves. It's like, man, he's gonna save us from Wormy McWormface. Nah, man, it should be called Worm 2 Judgment Day. Shut the fuck up!
Which one is Gregory?
If I can throw my hat in the ring, I really like pain in the ass.
What about Jaws? That's already taken.
We don't own the copyright.
You might got a strike for that one.
But out of all of them sort of discussing with one another, the one that says he's gonna kill you,
Yeah.
he does jump on a zip line and goes to just tackle you from the zip line.
Yeah.
What's your AC?
What did you roll?
I rolled a 12.
I rolled, my AC is 20.
20? Oh, fuck, yeah.
And I could also just do it.
Yeah. As he tackles you, you grab him midair and spin
Does
him
he
around
go
and start
by
dancing.
me as he goes through the zip line?
Wait, how small? He's like 3 feet?
Yeah, he's
we're,
like 3
We're
feet
just
tall.
spinning around like this, like a
Yeah.
ballerina now.
Yeah. Let go of me! Let go of me!
Does
Hey,
he
it's
have to
alright.
go past me to get to him?
No.
Okay.
Hey, I'm look.
It's just like a zip line, like multiple zip lines above the bridge.
Okay.
He jumped off halfway through to tackle him.
Hey, man, I think we got off on the wrong foot.
Put me back on my feet!
I promise.
Put me back on my feet!
Only
He's
if
like
you calm
trying to
down.
scratch at your face.
Only if you calm down. It's all right, man. Don't
No!
worry.
No!
All right, I'm putting you down. Ready? In 3, 2,
Throw him in the water.
1. Oh shit!
We lost another life!
We've completely killed
I'm really
three.
sorry about your losses, but at this
Initiative.
point, you gotta take
You
this
wanted to
out.
wake up the guy, right?
Initiative.
Okay.
We got attacked initiative.
Oh, you're okay. Sorry.
What happened? Where am I?
They're trying to kill us. We fucked up.
Let me hit him.
What? I'm sorry. I blacked out for a second. Who
I'm
are
sorry, but you're my hostage. As I grab him by his throat. I have your leader. Let us out.
An old kobold with numerous teeth around his neck will come out from a long staircase.
Oh fuck! I got the wrong one, didn't I?
I fixed the DVD player. What the fuck is going on here?
Things escalated. out
Smog,
of
what
my
did you
control.
do? I was just trying to get the toll.
I'm sorry.
You know.
How far away is he from me?
30 feet.
Assassination.
There are literally like 100 kobolds in this
What do you
room.
think, guys? Is now a good time for a
You know
guiding
what?
bolt?
Do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, do whatever.
Do whatever you want to do. I'm not going to stop you.
Funny moments are funny moments.
So do we think he's like the actual leader of them?
We don't know.
Definitely,
He looks like a stealth.
Can I roll an insight?
yeah, give me insight.
Do something a little calmer first
Yeah.
before I just start. Then I started blasting, right? Oh, okay. I said insight, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
26.
26. He's definitely the elder.
Okay.
Okay, he is clear by the amount of teeth around his neck. He is the eldest person here. He also has just a bunch of tools on him, like really old, rusty tools that you would never like. You don't know what they are really or what they're made of, but they look old as shit.
Apparently he has wires that fix a DVD player.
Turns out he's only like
DVD player.
30 years old.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, for a kobold, he's probably not that old.
He's not that old, but he looks old. He's got like tons of missing teeth.
All around his neck.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
that's
all
what
around
I
his
went.
neck. But these aren't the dwarves, you nincompoop. You're clearly survivors, aren't you? They don't even have food. Look at that empty shit. You can't toll them for food.
I try to tell him that. I let him go and just drop.
I am the beast. I am the sky. I
grab him
am
and-
death.
I'm really sorry about
He's
this.
really disappointed. The second CD of Two Towers keeps skipping. He didn't get to finish it. He's really upset about that.
I might be able to find you a copy at some point. And bring it
Really?
back.
We
If
just
I-
get to the point of the black gate and it's just over. We can't
Oh, I
watch
under-
past that.
I understand. That makes it damn near unwatchable at all.
You know how hard it is to find repairs for a CD player in these times?
I mean, down here, impossible. But I promise, if I find it on my oath as a paladin to all that is good, I will bring it back to you.
You know what? As long as we have a promise, we'll move the rock for you.
Oh, how
For anyone that can't see, we just have a random playlist playing. But whose dwarf is that from The Hobbit?
That is Thorin, one of the leaders.
So the song playlist that we have just has a photo of Thorin, just his face, full on the screen.
How appropriate.
Staring into our souls.
We couldn't time this
And I
back.
just happened to notice it.
But yeah, the old kobold will shake your hand.
I don't like how Howard let go.
Are they
Who's
cre-
not shaking his
Are
hand?
these guys creatures?
Yes. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna use command on the old guy.
Well, they're technically humanoid. They're not like.
never mind.
A humanoid is a creature.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right, well then I'm just gonna cut to the chase. I'm not, I'm not
I
role
think
playing
we
yet.
made
I'm
the
not
deal.
role playing yet.
Okay.
I'm just saying what my character's gonna do. So I'm gonna use command on the main guy, right?
Why?
Because I'm just gonna tell him to move this fucking rock. I'm just like, hey, just tell your guys to move this damn
So
rock.
command is one word.
I just wanna say real quick.
Rock.
Yeah?
He just literally agreed
Oh.
to move the rock.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do it.
And this will probably make him angry.
Fuck it.
Oh, fuck this guy.
We're all gonna.
Listen, they're called.
Okay, so you cast the spell?
No.
No.
Look, man.
I
Squatters need
thought I was
to
gonna
go.
get to use counterspell.
Look, if we move these squatters, the dwarves will be so happy.
Yeah, right. But
They'll be even happier if we kill them.
he walks up to the rock and he'll just put his hand on it, and then just almost like a zero buoyancy balloon in water, and it just goes up.
Oh,
The
holy
rock just
my.
floats.
Is it made of paper?
Do I understand if this is magic or just fuckery?
It's magic.
Okay.
It's magic. He cast levitate on it.
Oh, okay.
Basically. Okay. Come on through.
So then we're free to just drive forward.
Yeah, you're free to drive forward.
And we take the opportunity. And onward we
To
go.
get the
Or
fuck out.
is he? Where's the old guy?
Goodbye,
Is he like
friends.
waving while?
I
underneath the
recommend-
rock?
Yeah.
He's waving while underneath the rock.
While we're leaving,
Not underneath the rock.
All right.
while we're leaving, I'm gonna say that
Spell
I
it.
recommend staying by the waterfall. It acts as a silencer so the worm can't hear you.
Yeah, of course. Don't worry about it. Look out for Willie. It's because he looks like one. Shut up, Gregory.
You mean pain in the ass?
Yeah,
Or
Wormy
Worminator.
McWormface! It's the Worminator! More! Dune! Worm 2 Judgment Day! And then you guys
Shut
leave
up,
the tavern.
Gregory.
Worm Duninator.
Wormanizer.
Worminizer.
I think we found the name.
Wormanizer, Wormanizer.
Yes.
You're a Wormanizer, baby.
I wish I was
Is the bard singing this?
What are these references? I don't understand.
Wormanizer. Wormanizer.
You guys exit the massive empty cavern and
Yeah.
back into the tunnels.
We're back.
You're back into the tunnels.
Oh.
And here it is going to be about, I believe it is, at this point, 2 hours before you reach the Dwarven capital, and you haven't seen the worm in an hour since the Crystal Cavern. At this point, you guys have some time to catch up, plan, or just wait out until you hope the worm doesn't find you again.
Klaus is gonna sit down and do some meditation before the next encounter. He's gonna take a short rest.
Okay. You have the elven lady giving you just sort of side-eye the entire time. Since you've woken up, no attention from Dio Danson at all. And Arlo, the knight, at this point he only has his breastplate and helmet on. He had to take the rest off because it was too loud. You can only see like a little bits of his eyes, okay? But it is an appreciative smirk that you can see in his eyes since you've woken up.
Okay. I'm
Can I take
going.
a short rest too?
Yeah, and you guys can take a short rest.
I'm
The
gonna
old
grab a
man
rose.
sits down on what's remaining of a broken
into my
chair
mouth.
and just decides to lean back.
While everyone's asleep, just
Just
slowly
brood
dance
into the corner.
dance myself like a little waltz. What is the high elf lady doing? Is she still staring at me with jealousy?
I thought you were staring at me with jealousy.
She's staring at her with jealousy.
Yeah, but now
But
I'm
if she
dancing
sees
alone.
you dancing,
Yes.
uh,
Can I roll
yeah,
performance?
give me performance.
Performance.
You
Oh,
say it
you.
like he's not always dancing.
Woo! Okay, so oh my God, it's 32.
Excuse me.
32.
Yes.
Yeah, dude, as long as he's dancing, there's nothing. He's literally like the best at dancing. He is the best dancer in the world.
Yeah, dude, my performance is 13
Yep.
advantage.
With advantage, always.
So I'm not passing.
Yeah. She is compelled to follow your groove, and
Okay.
she'll join in the dancing.
Perfect. So we sway back and forth, and I cast a spell. What is it? Magic Mouth.
Magic mouth.
And I'm gonna put a message into the rose, and put it into her mouth, and then we continue dancing. Now she has that rose.
Okay.
So, and with Magic Mouth, I get to put like a little,
It says
A
something.
word.
like
Yeah, a
it'll say
message.
once something happens. Nothing. And that's it.
Okay. I think I know what's that something gonna happen. Okay.
All right.
Okay. During this short rest, it is relatively at ease for the most part. The distance rumbling of the waterfall goes from an echo to a quiet murmur away into silence, besides the frankly loud as you guys are jetting across. The engine is getting low on battery at this point, so anyone that wants to use a spell slot to recharge it can. Spell point, key point, whatever you have.
Does it have to be like what level?
It will hold up to 5 charges of level, basically. So you could do 5 first level spells.
Yeah.
It has 2 spell slots left. So if you want to be able to go into overdrive, which uses the 2, you have 5 charges. You can spend 1 charge to do at a normal speed or 2 charges to go into overdrive. And that lasts for about 30 minutes per charge.
I'll focus a spell slot.
Yeah,
just
is it,
one.
I'll
into
do
it.
one as well.
Okay.
I guess I'll do the third one.
I'll set if I'm doing it, it probably because my magic is very ice based, it gets a little colder at
funny.
what it's producing instead of just heat.
You're applying some cooling to the
More
engine.
Yeah.
dwarfs.
It wouldn't be
And
nearly
Keely.
as bad if the eyes weren't so creepy.
Yeah, like the
I
eyes
know,
have
that's
so much
so
more detail.
AI.
It's like it's like
And then the
AI.
rest of the thing.
That is so bad.
It hurts.
I would also give it
I
like
almost
I
want
don't
to
know,
change the playlist.
a foot further back from the
Yeah, it
from
doesn't
the
need to be
frame.
that close
And why
to
is
a
the
face-up,
sword?
really.
No.
Why is the sword next to his neck like that? Is he?
Because he's a
like,
fucking weirdo.
he
I was supposed to
crying
have it
right
like
now?
maybe he's supposed to have it like on his shoulder or
Yeah,
something.
he looks like he's about to cry.
Yeah, look at this.
Oh, cool. That was
Something he's
cool.
gonna regret.
That feels appropriate.
After the hour-long short rest, you guys go through the tunnel for about an hour. What was it? It was 2 hours away from the destination. You have an hour
Yes.
left.
Yes.
At this 1 hour mark, you break out into another cavern. This one is basically a straight road that was built about like 3 feet up. Okay. Surrounded by a massive, shallow, bioluminescent lake, where you can see numerous pale, blind fish swimming around in it. This cavern, filled with massive columns, stretches as far as the eye can see. Your engine roar echoes across this empty lake cavern.
Can I just look around, roll perception just to see
Yeah,
what
give
I
me
see?
perception.
I told the dwarf to turn it, or the gnome to turn it down.
Ooh.
Okay, she takes the
Ooh.
screw and it goes from a After a certain point, if it goes too far down, this is a mining laser.
Right.
It just becomes a fine beam and produces no propulsion. So at this point, she ends up, if you want it to make any noise at all, it's got to be turned off. If it goes too low, it's not going to give you any propulsion at all, and you're just wasting battery life.
How long would it take for us to essentially walk this?
Walk this.
Well, that's never a good sign.
Plus, however long the tunnel is after this.
Oh my god.
If we were going 60 miles per hour, we're moving a mile a minute. If we're walking, that's like 6 miles per hour. 10 hours? You're doing
Give
10
or
times
take.
as
Like
long?
the entire trip on this train,
It was supposed to be 7 days.
7 days. You guys crashed at about 6 hours away by train, and that was only. No, you guys crashed basically what ended up being like an hour away, but because you weren't on the train, it ended up being 6 hours away. If you were walking, I'd say it ended up being 6 hours to walk.
Okay, that's not that bad, though.
How many starfish?
Listen,
they
you're
are.
looking at a motherfucker that walks an hour to work every day.
What do we
Yeah,
gain by
I'm
walking?
not worried
Just
about
being
the
able to
walk. I'm worried
avoid
about
the
what's
worm?
in
You'd
the
be
tunnels.
quiet if you're walking. You would be quieter. The only problem with that is if the worm does show up, you can't run away.
Yeah, no, we're
You're
fine.
forced to fight.
No, let's.
I think we got.
Why don't we turn the engine off and I push it, and if we
That's
need
essentially
to,
what I
we
was
hit
getting.
overdrive, turn it off again, and then silence. That way
That's
we can get
essentially
some
what I was getting.
distance.
I rolled a 23 on my perception.
On your perception.
I stroke my long white beard and look around.
We could also just run it on the list.
So, because of how loud the engine is, the roar of your train car appears before you exit the tunnel. Okay, it echoes across these long, thin, perfectly straight tunnels and blasts out of the other side. So when you come in here, it was like a. This echo travels across the surface of the water all the way across this cavern. And with your perception, you can very much hear, as soon as he turns off the engine, as soon as you stop your boots, just stop, listen, and you're discussing, like, hey, do we go forward? We can use silence, all that other stuff. You hear a splash as you notice a large rock fall in the distance into the water. The bioluminescent algae actually changing color from this pale blue to a bright pink with a ripple effect across the lake as they react to the splash. And then you see the worm bust from the ceiling into the ground. And once again, 1, 2,
Full send. Full send, guys. Turn it
Silent-
all the way up.
Gentlemen, we're not alone.
Silence the engine.
Hold
Full.
on. Hold on.
Extra
Hold on.
full blast, and just to get this thing.
Does anyone know silence?
I do.
What I'm
I
checking
do.
right now.
I do. I just need to find it. Okay.
I don't.
We need to silence
It's-
that damn engine.
Oh shit.
It is loud, immediately going from 0 to start. That's going to burn up 2 charges.
Do you
I
think-
grabbed where the battery is,
I put
and
an
I
ex-
keep it charged.
Do you think it would
Burn
distract
two
the
people.
worm if I
Okay.
took an active stance at attacking it?
I cast silence.
Oh, thank you.
I need a second opinion. If
I was
attack the
making
worm,
sure I
do you
still
think
had
it
a
would
spell
distract
slot. I
it?
have
No.
one
No,
more
it
second
would
level
just keep
spell slot. So
going,
boom.
yeah.
I think it would attract it.
Well,
I
he's
meant
used 2
I
key
fly,
points on
and
the
I'm only
engine, so it's
melee
back up to
based, So
full.
if I go attack the worm,
I'm keeping it
I'm
charged.
casting
I keep
silence.
it away from the
Oh, you're
train
casting
line,
silence.
if
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
sure, but how
Silence
much
for
of a
10
death wish do you
minutes.
have?
1 versus 5. There's like 50 of us.
So
on
we're
here,
silent.
and I'm a
We can
hero.
put the engine on. We can just go.
It's quiet. You guys are all watching 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, entirely in the ground again. And you can feel. Actually, no, you can't feel the ground. You can only hear the distance rumbling because you're levitating about a foot off the ground as you beeline down the center of this massive lake. And you see wherever the worm is under the water, it's traveling just beneath the surface. You see the algae react when it gets close to the surface, and then it busts through again. And you see it sort of zigzags before the algae no longer is disrupted as it gets deep underground.
Question.
Yes.
With my knowledge of magic being a sorcerer, would I have any inkling that if I were to cast haste on the mining laser, would it make us go faster?
Does haste have to be on a creature?
That's my question.
I think it technically does.
It's gotta
but,
be on a creature.
Yeah.
But there is a creature that is helping pull
You could cast it on Brutus.
Yeah, that's a thing.
But the thing is, if he's not making it any faster, that won't help.
Yeah, I think I'm mostly just steering.
Yeah, you're mostly steering.
Okay.
Making sure that it doesn't fall off the tracks. But it does levitate, even on water.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's a willing creature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So if you gotta get off these tracks, you
Yeah,
can.
we can move.
Once
I know it
silence
levitates on
drops,
water.
I want to ask the gnome who created.
Or wow. Oh yeah, because silence you can't even speak.
How thick of a material does this thing cut through?
About 5 feet.
On its maximum charge or maximum charge?
Fine tuning 5 feet. It's meant to cut out blocks. Big 5-foot blocks. And you drag it out.
No, never mind. I was going to say if I cast enlarge, it has to be a creature.
Do you think it would be able
Wait,
to cut through
or an
the
object.
door?
I can do an object. I can
Yeah, you
enlarge
can
an
go.
object.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck it. If I increase,
This might have.
Oh, I'm holding.
Yeah.
Do you think it would be able to cut through the worm's flesh?
It would. Yeah, it would deal some damage.
Keep that in mind if the worm ends up chasing us again.
She looks at the currently bolted down engine to the back of it and be like,
I'm strong.
it'll take a couple seconds to get it off to use it, but we could do it.
Keep that in mind.
Just a question. Do you think I could rip that off?
I'd be afraid you damage the device. Poosh! Worm! Right out of the ground, all of you roll initiative.
Let's go.
Eldritch Blast. Yeah, that's better.
If we, Nate,
Yeah.
is that increased initiative an aura on you, or something you have to activate?
Let me grab my phones.
I think it's an aura.
I think it's an aura.
Because last time everyone was like, let's just stick
Yeah.
around him.
Well, no, because he has another aura for saving throws.
Yeah, but I think that's just tied into aura of protection, isn't
That
it?
is aura.
Oh.
And my silence has ended, right? So I'm no
Yes, that's after the silence, the 10 minutes. So technically you guys have about
I rolled pretty well.
50 minutes left before you
the
guys
thing that I'm supposed to be good at.
reach
I
the
fuck up
Dwarven
thing that I'm
capital
not
or
good at.
nearby
I
enough.
get an 18 on.
But now we got to work.
Be good.
Yeah.
Kind of worry about that.
Plus 12.
Fuck.
I mean, the question is,
That's
what
a killer.
happens when you get to the Dwarven
Oh,
capital
yeah.
and the worm's still with you?
Well, then
They
they
have-
have to deal with it.
They have like ballistas and wall defenses, right?
Right, they gotta!
You'd think, but you know,
None of
this-
you've been. It's the
We'll hope.
capital, though.
We're operating on hope today, boys.
Yeah. So.
Well, hey, I
for
just
my
asked a
initiative?
pretty important question, so.
Yes.
I rolled an unnatural 20.
Okay, so top, Noah.
Unless, did
what's
anyone
that
roll
answer?
better than a
I'm
20?
still looking. I don't even know where this out.
You're what? Oath of the Watcher?
Okay,
Wait for him to tell
it's
me
in
if
there.
I get in. If
5 below 20, so to 15.
18.
18?
I
10
have
feet of
at
me.
least a 14.
do we get?
18.
Do we
What
get?
does that mean?
You get
It
plus
means
4.
if
You get a plus 4.
We get plus
if you're
4.
within 10
18.
feet of me.
18, okay.
I'm at the
18,
front of the
18,
train. I think you're at
So
the back.
22.
For 22, but then he got 24.
24.
Was the elf
14.
lady was she in the back of the train or the front of the train?
She was wherever you were.
Let's say we were in the front of the train. So I got so because I rolled a 6, so you said 4 was, so 10. Was it plus 14 initiative or plus 5?
it's only if you're within 10 feet of him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, is it plus
It's
4?
plus
It's plus 4.
Okay, it's a 10. Yeah.
Okay, 10, and that's everybody?
19. I didn't.
19.
Nice, 19.
Yeah, I
Thank you,
rolled,
Nate.
I rolled pretty bad.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go stab a
I'm
worm.
not going loud.
No, dude.
I
You
am.
got
14.
18. 14? No, but
I'm
with
not
the
within
plus
10
4.
feet of him.
Oh,
No,
fuck.
I rolled a 10,
Okay.
even with that.
I have a plus 9.
Fucking hell.
You have plus 19
I have a
initiative.
plus 9.
That's crazy.
Fucking
I have
pencil keeps
a
on
3,
breaking.
and I
Stop
roll a
putting
3.
pressure.
Yeah, be gentle with it.
How do I write them?
Oh, that was fun.
Nate. We got...
From you guys' experience, does the worm have high dex
I have no clue.
Good.
We haven't tried to attack it, I don't think.
I mean, real,
Corey
anywhere you
did
hit
make
is
it.
gonna be the worm, I think.
It's only been saving throws.
Yeah.
Well, that's why mine, because I'm asking because mine is a saving throw. It's not as high as I would like it to be, but, you know, I can't help that.
The answer is no, I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay. Noah, being the one that heard the worm coming and saw it, the one that cast silence, you were the most prepared for when it finally arrived. Once silence ended, you're discussing what to do with the mining laser, whether or not it's going to attack. The entire pond to your left, it originally appeared on your right, but it went underneath you, circling around somehow trying to locate the sound that was bothering it so much. And finally, as soon as the engine starts up, it basically beelined for the surface. And it goes up, and then over the train and crashes down to the front right. And you watch it over.
How long did you say it took? 9 seconds?
9 seconds.
How much is around?
6 seconds.
Alright, so it's still up
We
there.
can all shoot
It's
us on
still
the
up
belly.
there.
And,
It's
and we can have our
his turn.
Ah.
I'm just gonna casually do a 4th level guiding bolt straight up.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Roll to hit and roll damage along with it.
Yeah!
Does a 26 hit?
26.
Lightning bolt's a saving throw.
It's guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt.
Guiding
Yes.
I heard lightning bolt.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, that hits.
Do it, Noah. Do it.
Eat fireball, bitch!
$24 damage. 24 damage, and whoever attacks it next has advantage.
Along with that, you
Wait.
fire the guiding bolt.
Let me just
What?
check one more thing.
Okay.
I'm just gonna cast. I'm just then gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself as a bonus action.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah?
Hell yeah.
So, boom, and then I smack some extra armor onto myself.
Yeah. You're a half elf. Are you like a nature themed or?
Think like alchemist or grand healer kind of person, wise old man.
Why is that?
I would guess there's a little bit of nature. It's not like he's a druid or anything.
Yeah, the spectral shield of faith, okay, that covers your body. That lasts for what, like 10 minutes? Right?
Shield of
believe
Faith
so.
is
Yeah, it's like 10.
concentration up to 10 minutes.
Okay, you're concentrating. Your guiding bolt sends mystical glowing energy out to the worm. Fires directly, and as soon as it leaves your fingertips,
Yeah, our magic
your
is like-
spectral shield of faith
Keep it
appears
this way, I
onto
think.
your body,
Yeah.
Keep the thing moving.
forming onto you like sheets of
All I do
plate
is
armor.
steer.
As this glow encapsulates the entire body of the worm, glowing patches just beneath the skin that attracts whatever damage coming its way. And realizing an opportunity, Will, it's your turn to strike.
Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to quicken spell. And I'm going to cast a 3rd level. Where's the thing that I use my sorcery points on? I'm going to use 1 sorcery point to cast quicken spell. And I'm going to cast a 3rd level Sneelix Snowball Swarm. And that it needs to make a Dex 14 save.
It fails.
Okay. So it takes. Is it 4d6 plus anything? Is it plus anything? No. Okay, so 4d6. Actually, no, plus 2 because I have Elemental Adept Cold. Just need one more. Sir.
Nah, dude, if you don't own the dice yourself, you're not allowed to roll them.
How dare you?
Oh, fuck yeah! That's almost max damage. 6, 12, 18. 24 points of cold damage.
Damn, that's crazy. Another 24?
And if it and it can't resist said damage,
Yes.
because of elemental adept. And then with my regular action, I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And I have 2 beams for it.
What's
so the
cooler
first,
than being cool?
So the first
Being
one...
Eldritch Blasted.
Yeah, so the first one is going to be at advantage because of...
Guiding bolt.
Nat 20. I got a nat 20 and a 1.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. Alright, it's... 1d10...
The first Eldritch Blast, you see it blast through the creature into the ceiling, making a stalactite drop into the pool of water, causing another ripple effect.
So
Glowing circular rings.
Only 10 points of damage for that one. And then my second Eldritch...
Only 10?
Yeah, and my second Eldritch Beam... Fuck, what do I add to my spells? 8. So... does a 15 hit?
Actually, no.
Okay, so so my second Eldritch Blast Beam misses.
Well, it doesn't miss. It's just its thick hide disperses the damage, and you see the Eldritch Blast actually fizzle out and disperse across its hide.
Is there any chance we can get this thing to move faster?
I'm working on it! And you see that she's fiddling with the device, like full on like wrench.
Pulling a full Scotty.
Next up, Brutus, you're in the front. You see it drop the head right next to you. As its body, you watch its body, the loop, get tighter and tighter around you as it just digs into the ground. And it's not even like a straight up, it's like a, as its body grinds a line into the pond below.
Can I try an insight check to see where it's gonna pop up next, so I can try to push the train to dodge? Or would that be like...
I'm thinking like survival.
That's fine, I do them all equally well.
Okay.
19.
19. You've seen this worm multiple times.
I fought
actually.
desert worms.
You fought desert worms.
It's just a
You
bigger desert
know
worm.
that it's very nearsighted. Okay, it mostly relies on its tremor sense to even sense anything, but it also has good hearing when it's above the surface. It's going to most likely pop out directly in front of you guys or beneath you. It's got to time it right.
Serpentine!
Alright, I'm gonna swerve right.
Swerve hit that corner. Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay, you're gonna swerve right.
I'm trying to get out of the coils it's making and go around.
Okay.
Because we're floating, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you're floating. It burst out behind left, crashed front right, and he's driving, and you Tokyo drift on a train around the thing. And
Deja vu.
If you need a
Straight
check,
up
I got
right.
athletics.
yeah, give me an athletics. Yeah.
This way.
With advantage because you're rocket propelled.
22.
22? Yeah.
I'm an expert.
I was concerned for a second.
I'm an expert. I wouldn't do it if I didn't think I could.
I know we just met today, but we all feel like a family.
7 days ago. What are you talking about?
You drift, okay, and the very back end of the train actually disturbs the water as it goes off the tracks and onto the puddle. Wherever your train is, there's a ripple effect from the levitation crystals causing this red glow beneath you.
So we're quite literally doing the swerving bit from the Polar Express movie.
Yes.
Yep.
Sure.
Swift.
Yeah. As you do that, you see a flash of light go off as Alfonso has taken a picture of the worm, and all of you, like, he's in the very, like, back of the train next to the tanky, and he's got a shot of you, like, arms holding on, boots all the way to the left, just using full throttle to turn the front of this thing.
Yeah, it's sick. I hope you appreciate that. It's gonna be a sick photo.
Oh, it's gonna go into the album! And he hands it to his wife, which puts it into the case.
We're all going to die.
That put That put a gold sticker on my soul.
I have had enough of this fucking worm on this fucking tray! How far is the closest part of the worm to me?
The closest part of the worm, 30 feet. Does it need to be closer?
I thought it landed to the right of us.
It did, but he also used his... The train basically moves on his movement,
Okay.
so when he Tokyo drifted around it, he got some distance at that
I
point.
can make it work.
Okay.
So I'm going to use Step of the Wind to give me fly speed and double my movement speed. And then I'm also going to use my tabaxi movement to double it again, so I'm going to have 180 feet movement speed. I'm going to fly over to where the body of the worm is. I'm going to make a few hand signs, and then I'm just going to breathe acid on part of the worm.
Okay.
There's a sonic pop as he moves.
I imagine as soon as, like, he sprints,
Vomited on the
jumps, and then you
Just
use the
wings come out of
tabaxi...
my back.
Yeah, and you double jump as soon as you hit the worm. Or, no, you jump off of the worm to get back onto the train. Okay.
So make me 2 dexterity saves.
He just hairballed the worm.
Yeah.
Flew up, did some jutsu and vomited on the worm.
Okay, what's it need to succeed on?
Multiple turns of damage, but
Actually, I don't think it matters. It rolled a 10.
Yeah, it failed.
Well, at disadvantage, right? Rolled a
No, it's
9.
not. It wasn't a disadvantage. It was 2.
Oh,
Two
two
times.
different ones. Oh,
times.
okay. Well, he fails both.
Okay. I need to see how much damage this does.
This worm needs
Rolled a
to-
5 and a 10.
Alright.
This worm needs to work on its
10
cardio.
points on the first breath weapon, and 6
that
points on
flexible.
the second breath weapon. What's up?
How much?
16 total acid.
Perfect.
And then I fly back to the train.
Because D&D physics.
No, because I had that much movement speed.
Well,
is
no,
acid
yes,
acid
I
damage a
guess.
thing that
Well,
takes
I'm saying
multiple
in real
turns,
life
or is that just
that
poison
happened.
damage?
It's
Yes,
yeah, it's
but
like
also
poison
no.
damage.
Yeah,
It's
yes.
just all damage at once.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless
And
it's-
then at the end of my turn, I'm going to tell the gnome, start unscrewing the laser.
Okay. Okay.
That's my turn.
That she starts to go for that. However, the worm reacts before her,
Heck.
Isaiah, and all the other NPCs. The worm at this point is digging underground, and it pops up where it would have been in front of the train, but you're gone. Okay? And you see it hesitate there in a second. Its giant open mouth of teeth sort of just wiggling as it listens, and then its head snaps in the direction of you guys and begins skirting along the surface of the water as it barrels at you.
As a reaction, I'm gonna
Now
yell,
you do.
if you have silence, now would be the time to use it.
I am going to. It's my turn. Is it yet? Okay, so I'm going to enlarge.
The worm. Fuck it.
No.
Does anyone
The
have
jet.
like an alarm clock?
Oh, I'm going to
or
the-
like a cymbal clapping
I'm going to
monkey
enlarge
or
the jet.
something that makes sound if we left.
So we go
Anyone
faster.
got a
You can
firework?
enlarge it?
Yes, I
Yeah, you
can
can
do
enlarge an
objects.
object.
Well, that's how we moved the train.
Yeah, the train. You shrunk it.
Find out some kind
Hold
of multiplier
on.
for how much faster.
Wait a minute.
How much? Like, can we go turbo in this shit too?
Wait,
Is it still
wait.
turbo?
Yeah.
If you double the size of this
You
engine,
push your hand down
what are you
onto
gonna
the
do
engine.
to the weight distribution of this train?
Fuck it, we bought.
I'm assuming
Someone's
it-
gonna need haste to
I'm-
keep up.
I'm assuming it's going like
We'll get to
this
that
and not
eventually.
like this, so it's just gonna propel us further, right? Faster.
I mean,
Okay.
it
I'm-
also,
as long
like-
as he doesn't try to make any
It also
turns.
like what quadruples in weight or some shit.
8.
We're gonna be dragging our ass.
It increases its weight by 8. But
We might get
We
lit.
might turn into a rocket.
we're also floating. I don't. So
Yeah, the
what weight
levitation
is
Yeah,
there?
crystals.
but
Yeah,
the
true.
levitation
There's no
crystals,
weight.
but the weight still would.
That's
No,
fine.
we're
You know
floating.
when
We're
you're
floating.
in, you know when you're driving and you
No.
have too much weight in the back of your like trailer, and that's what like if it's too far back, you're gonna go ooh fishtail. That's what you gotta worry about. You are levitating.
I'm
It
worried
is
about
like
all-
driving on ice. 24/7.
I'm like worried about
Wait,
all
is
the
it
physics
actually?
of this situation. Yeah, I'm abandoning.
You know what?
training.
Fuck it. No, I'm going to reduce
You
the
sure?
reduce the size of the creature. If that's the case.
No, I'd say keep going with the
that?
big thing.
Yeah, no, I'm fucking doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna.
Because
If we can
I
out-
have a plan.
If we can outrun it, it doesn't matter if we need to turn.
Fuck it, we
Just say
ball.
it's kind up to the DM to determine.
Fuck
how
it, we
fast
ball.
we're going.
I'd say it doubles
Although
your
now I'm
speed, basically.
curious, What would happen?
I have
Double the
a
size,
plan.
double the
How long
speed.
does enlarge last?
For 1 minute.
1 minute. Okay. Double your speed for a minute.
All right,
That
I
gives
know
you
what I'm
distance.
doing
That
when it
gives you a
gets to
shit
my
ton of
turn.
distance.
You won't catch me, worm. Not when I kick it into maximum overdrive.
There is one thing, however.
Yeah.
You tap it.
Yeah.
This 3-foot cube doubles and goes to a 6-foot cube,
Yeah.
immediately snapping the bands that held it into place.
Holy shit.
Well, to be fair, I was already getting unscrewed.
Yes, it was getting unscrewed. However,
So
Now did it just go
Tangy's
for
right next to it, and so is her buddy. They were both on either side of this. So when it
assumed
goes
he
to
would
6
warn
foot,
them before he does it.
But initiative.
they wouldn't even be able to get out of the way. They will have to make dex saving throws to not get knocked off either side of this train.
Wait, who's doing it?
The
Tanky and Binsbits.
The two gnomes.
The two gnomes
The
that
ones
were
who know how to
currently
use the
unscrewing it.
engine.
Ah, fuck. Alright, well. God
These
forbid.
are the engineers.
So, as soon as it enlarges, okay, the train,
Bless you.
Sorry.
you feel it, like the connections between the two carts immediately smash into one another as the train doubles in movement. Everyone nearly falls, okay, but I'm not going to make you roll for that.
Okay.
Tanky is able to hold on to one of the sides of the thing as she is nearly thrust off. Binsbits does get knocked off the side of the train as it enlarges.
Oh, flying monk, please help.
I'll work on it.
One step at a time.
Yeah,
Are we going twice as fast?
would you say you were next to him?
We knocked the tank
Or,
off.
okay, give me
Yeah,
a,
so I was
It's
coming back on.
the
yeah, give me a
He fell off the
reaction,
train.
athletics or acrobatics for a grapple check.
Acrobat.
A worthy sacrifice.
Only the strong survive
26.
the caverns. Goodbye, Minsbits.
Okay.
Yeah, you after you jump off the worm and you grab, you get off.
Yeah.
They get shunted out and I grab him by the back.
Yeah,
of
you
their
grab
truck.
him by the back.
Yep.
You really just
Holding onto the side of this engine, he's like feet dangling in the air as you pull him back on. And now we go back to the top.
Wait,
The-
I gotta use my bonus action.
Oh,
I'm gonna use
yes.
Bardic Inspiration on myself.
On yourself. Perfect. Back to the top. You know, father.
So has the worm finished passing us yet?
It finished passing you. He Tokyo drifted around it. You're off the tracks now. You're on the water going straight. And it is trailing directly behind you, the water splashing over its mouth in these red glowing colors of the bacteria in the water. Fish panicking, causing even more lines in the water as it is directly behind
No,
you,
that's a
but you're picking up distance because of the enlarged engine.
How far away is it?
You, at this point, with the
60
enlarged
feet?
engine,
60 feet?
60
100
feet.
60 feet?
60 feet.
Still a good enough time as any for a guiding bolt?
Yeah?
I'm just gonna cast a third level on this.
Okay.
But... Oh no! 14.
Doesn't hit.
Ah! Then, let me just see if I have any bonus actions.
When the guiding bolt hits, it actually hits the water as it's burrowing under. It doesn't actually make contact with
It
the
hits a
skin.
fish.
One fish down there is just fucked.
Immediately
Just
dead.
fried. Just fried.
There,
It was blind, too. It never
Yeah,
saw
man.
it coming.
Literally.
it's just pre-cooked. Somebody's got a
Never
great
see
meal.
it coming!
Hit me with your best shot! Boom! Fire away! Most of my bonus actions are healing spells, and I don't think anyone needs healing right now.
I'll
Not
take some
yet.
healing.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
I'm at 66 out of 71.
Do you want, like,
Don't worry about
You want some healing touches?
Maybe.
Lay on hands.
Lay on hands. Where?
it. I'll play my hands on you.
Ooh, yeah.
I'll just...
Rawr.
Should I
Listen,
save it for later? I'll save it for later.
I'm the straightest gay person you've ever met.
I'll save it for later. If you take more damage, I'll throw some
Yep,
but I'm gonna
you're
keep
good.
the spell slot for
I was about to say something else, and I remembered to work straight.
Yeah, good choice.
I'm gonna keep my spell slots. That's just gonna end my turn.
Okay.
Fired my shot, but I missed. Shoot or
Well,
shoot. You got it.
So do I have an inkling that if I were to cast haste on this fine gentleman who is steering us,
Yes.
that it would allow him to regain control of the
Yes.
thing? Okay. So
When
what
it's enlarged, he has no control over steering.
Okay, so
He's
what, what I'm gonna
These are
do
gonna be
is
some big strength checks.
Yeah.
first do quicken spell and Eldritch Blast the worm.
Okay.
So give me a second.
It's two black, beady eyes and mandible-like teeth as it just burrows through, stare at you as you fire these blasts right into its face.
How fast would you say it's catching up to us? Or
It's
are we
not.
outpacing
It's not. You're outpacing it about
22.
22. That hits, yeah.
Cool.
Not like you're not leaving it in the dust, okay? But you are just enough that you're gaining about 10 feet every initiative round.
11 damage for the first hit.
Perfect.
That's cocked. 21.
21.
Yep.
That hits, yeah.
Cool. Where'd my D10 go? 8 damage for the second one, and then because that was quicken spell, I'm going to pull myself forward and cast haste on him to allow him to regain control of this thing.
Thank you kindly, ma'am. We're gonna need that.
Otherwise, yeah, it would have taken like strength checks and shit for him to try to turn this thing.
You also get a bonus a hasted action.
Oh, hell yeah.
Which is normally an attack.
Yeah.
How long does haste last?
One
I
minute.
believe a minute, so about as long as the enlarge.
Yeah, as long as the enlarge. Perfect, yeah.
There's not much I can really do with that haste.
Oh, you also gain a +2 to your AC.
Which that might help.
That will help.
Advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
Keep going.
Coming,
Come on,
yeah.
Tell me more.
So you get a hasted action, which can be an attack, a dash, a disengage, hide, or use object. So you could dash as the hasted action as well.
And then you become lethargic at the end of it, right?
Yeah, once the spell's over, you're gonna be real tired.
That's okay.
But worth it for the
Away.
ability to steer right
Yes.
I'd rather this than probable death.
So it's,
I mean,
you become stunned for
now.
a round.
Death by train accident,
Death by
giant
fire.
worm. Train accident.
Yeah.
We're picking our battles right now.
Fireball digested. Either way, it's gonna burn like fuck.
It's gonna get deleted.
That's the end of your turn?
Yep, that is the end of my turn. I've used
That's
both my
neat.
action. Both
Okay.
You're steering this thing, it's directly behind you guys. About 60 feet.
You've just got all the energy right now.
I'm gonna try to steer us back to
You
the
drank some
track the
caffeine.
best I can, and then I don't know what would be the point of dashing right now. Would that get us anywhere?
Could he increase our speed by dashing?
I only move like 60.
Because he's not really,
Dash.
he's not doing this speed the rocket is.
So, hear me
He'll give us
out.
a 60-foot gap.
Hear me out. We slow down a little bit, get right up to the worm's jaw, and then crank it to overdrive.
It would have to be behind us.
It is behind
It
us.
is behind us.
You could dash, but put your feet in front of you guys to like slow down.
Hey, Wormy, you want to get blasted?
What do you guys
I
think?
think we take a group vote because this could go really bad.
I think that's badass as shit.
I think it sounds awesome, but also somewhat suicidal.
Listen, it's D&D. Every
yeah,
five
yeah,
seconds-
leave it to a
true.
We're gonna
vote.
slowly let him approach us, and then feed it the engine.
And then hit
Feed,
the engine
feed
again.
the engine. Just
Yeah, just
chuck all
turn
the
it in
gas,
the right
turn it
direction
on.
and point the
Crank.
engine directly into it.
Just him with the quick crank,
Okay.
crank.
Yeah, I'm
on board.
game.
I guess so. Yeah, sure. I'll dash in front of me to hit us with a little bit of the brake to get us close enough, and that's it for me. I'll keep steering now that we're back on track. Things behind us.
Okay.
I guess
So you're not slowing down.
I am.
We are
I'm gonna
still-
hit-
You are
I'm gonna hit the
Sorry, I
brakes
was reading.
and then just keep going as
Okay.
is.
You got
How close are you trying to get close to this thing?
Well, I can theoretically stop us 60 feet. How far are we from this worm?
I want to get
You're
within.
exactly 60 feet.
I want to get within 10 feet of the worm.
So here's my suggestion for specific turn economics. take the dash action to slow us down, and then hold a move action that once you have hit the thing with the laser to get us the fuck out of here.
That's what I'll do.
Well, once I turn it up, it's going to move us.
Yeah.
That's what I'll do.
Okay.
Sounds
You
like the best
slow
option.
down, getting within 10 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. With its, I'd say the laser, because it's a 5-foot laser, when it's enlarged, it is exactly 10 feet.
Okay.
Okay. The laser isn't hitting the worm if you're 10 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right now it's still on overdrive. Then I'm going to turn it down and we're going to slow down.
Okay.
And then when I turn it back up, it's going to be within 5 feet of us.
Okay. Then Joe, your turn.
I thought he were slowing down because he braked.
I already did. slow
Yeah,
down.
he already
this
did
is-
slow down.
But changing
Yeah,
it
but if they
I
can slow
wanna
down
get
again by
closer so I
turning
can
it,
get as close
basically
as
turn it
possible.
off, then turn it back on.
I think
is what he's doing.
we're using more bronze than brains right now, but fuck it.
Exactly!
Yeah,
I don't
but it'll
really,
look
I don't
cool.
think you guys are really thinking that one through, but go for it.
I'm thinking you threw it tired.
I mean, fuck
Well,
it.
no, what I'm
whatever.
trying to do is I'm trying to do a massive amount of damage to dissuade it from chasing us.
You know,
I th-
hit the worm with bear spray.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let's go
It's
for
not
it.
the best plan
I mean,
I've ever heard, but it's the
just
only
go for
plan
it.
I've
Just go
heard.
for it. Just go for it. Just go for it.
So
Fuck it.
I'm going to turn the laser down.
As I'm gonna put it, it's not
just
the
enough
best
to get
plan I've
right
ever
in
heard,
front of the
but it's the
wall of
only one
worm,
I've heard so
and then
far.
No, I have a plan.
Right
I have a plan.
before
it.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do.
Well, I'm all ears. I am steering.
All right. Well, when it comes to me,
I'm just trying to figure out how much damage this
Like,
laser will
I've
do.
only heard one plan
A
so
lot.
far. It's not the best one, but hey.
Let's say
he
this.
goes before me anyway. So.
So,
Well, also he's holding an action to like either steer or move us out
Yeah,
of
I'm
the
holding
way
a
once
movement
we start.
action, so after
triggering action.
you
we hit the
slow
worm
it
with the laser.
down, then you shut off the engine.
And then as soon as it's turned off, I turn it all the way up.
You basically let it coast for a bit, get as close to possible as the worm. The teeth, the beady eyes right in front of you as it's gnawing. Its body behind it slithering as it's trying to get as close. And it rears up to bite down, and as its teeth are just around the back of this engine, you put it back on full blast, piercing it right into the mouth. That is just going to straight up. That's pretty good, actually.
God damn it. 6. And do add an extra D4 because that's what a launch does.
Okay, I'll make sure, yeah.
that's important. That's
It is.
all
It's
the
an
extra
extra 4 damage.
Okay, so 18 plus 15.
18 plus 15.
33.
Plus
33 plus 4. So
37.
37. Okay, 37 points of force damage as this jet engine of magical energy pierces it right down the throat. And with that, its entire body shudders. And it's going to take the... Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
It's going to take its legendary action to release a tremor pulse through its body.
What?
As everyone within 30 feet, so the entire back half of the train,
Not me,
has
good.
to make a
I'm in the
dexterity
front. I'm in the
saving
front
throw.
with them. Yeah.
Let's make a dex save.
Nat 20!
Dex save.
Yeah, dex save.
damn.
A total of 28.
28. Okay.
You had to hit Will with the thunder.
17.
I'm so
17. That's a fail.
Oh boy!
What about the little gnome, the one, the engineer?
That made my ear bleed.
Yeah,
I feel so bad
tanky.
for that.
They're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Same thing with the halfling.
The elf girl's with me in the front.
They failed.
They failed. Okay, so the gnomish tinkerers, they fall prone onto this train, okay? And whatever they're holding, anyone that failed got below an 18, drops the items in their hands. The only person that doesn't drop the item in their hands is Alfonso as he holds onto that camera with dear life.
Yes!
However, the wife with the photo album in her hand drops it as she falls to the ground, and you watch it fall from her hands. Guys, high or low?
Hi.
High.
High.
Always high.
Who is it hitting?
I would have went with low.
Well, now you say it.
High. It does not fall off the side of the train into the water. Okay, so it's on the train. And
Does it fall under my foot as I steady myself?
yeah, you catch it with your foot from as you watch it about to slide off the train. You put your foot on. Other than that, the entire back half of this train, the sonic burst actually crumples the metal, causing it to become difficult terrain.
Jesus Christ.
Huck.
Anyone in the back
And-
concentrating on a spell.
Yeah, my shield of faith.
What about Marge?
You need to make a Constitution saving
Is
throw.
Dio in the
And-
front or
Wait.
the back?
Am
No,
I-
he's in the
I
front
went to
with
the
me.
front. I went back to
Am
the
I
front.
prone?
went back to the
I was
front.
just checking. That's
Yes, you
important
are
right
prone.
now.
You fell.
And I,
That's very
I
important
dropped
right
the
now.
shield I'm holding.
He's
Yeah,
bardic-
anything that was
bardic
in your
inspiration,
hands,
got
you
that
dropped.
out of there.
Because my other hand's just free because I
I could
cast
not
spells,
imagine
but
what would happen if your Marge went down.
Shield's
right
dropped.
now.
I'm
Oh, that would be very bad.
Yeah.
That's why. That's
What
what.
saving
Yeah,
Constitution
there we
saving
go.
throw. You need to beat a 14.
Ooh, 10.
I know at least the bull's gonna.
You lose concentration of your Shield of Faith spell.
That is
That's a
so
bad
not
bad.
good.
As
That's
the
a
tremor
bad
pulse
bad.
reverberates from its bellows outwards, causing everything to shake.
Well, currently, who has the higher AC? I've got 13.
I dropped from 20 to 16.
You still have higher
Wait,
AC
wait, wait.
than
Does
me.
prone do anything to your AC? No.
It gives him advantage to hit you.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Unless
still-
they're doing range.
Still 16.
As if the worm needed it.
That's the end of Joe's turn. That was the worm's legendary action. So now it's the worm's turn. And
He does his move and gets it, and
I'm
does
gonna use my
something.
held movement to
Wait
I don't
till he
know. Which
attacks.
direction do you
well, no. He was holding an action so that once he was done, it would go off.
which way
So
does
what's
that go?
your movement
Forward?
speed?
30 feet, so
30 feet.
60 now.
60
Because you're
now.
hasted.
So
Plus
like,
that was the dash.
so
So 120.
No, he can hold the dash action, but he couldn't hold the movement on top of that.
Okay.
So,
So
it-
60.
yeah, just 60.
what do you think's the best direction here? Just
Forward.
Yeah,
Forward.
Forward.
Okay, yeah, forward.
Yeah. You gain 60 feet of ground on the worm.
See you.
Okay, as you
Ride
see a
by
number
the
of people fall down behind. You specifically also see the photo album almost fall off the train, but thank God Klaus is able to get it.
Side from the robot.
The worm is going to...
Understandably not happy.
No, not happy at all.
It just had the spiciest thing it's ever
Hard.
eaten.
It dashes
The worm
into the
could dash.
ground.
Okay.
The worm could dash. Oh no.
And you hear the rumble, but it reverberates across the entire cave. And you don't see it resurface. Next turn. Isaiah.
So about that
What's
silence.
what's the highest point of this like it's just flat, right? There's no high point.
Where you guys are?
Yeah.
The high point is the tracks that are leading forward, because it's about like
I mean, on the
5
train
feet off.
itself, it's just a flat thing.
Oh, it's just flat, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
I mean, there might be some points of the wall that are a little bit higher, but
If you're standing on the wall, you're fucked.
Unless you're.
if you get that
Maybe.
tremor pulse again, ooh.
Yeah. Then the piranhas are gonna have a snack.
The blind piranhas.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Don't worry, they have
That
tremor
also
sense.
have tremor sense.
Oh no.
Everything down here has tremor sense.
Except their tremor sense is stronger because it's in the water.
No, they actually have electrosense like sharks.
Damn, if I hold my action, can I walk after that or
Keyboard
not?
receptors and shit.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna hold my action though. I'm gonna
Okay, what are you holding?
A spell.
Okay. NPCs, Tanky and Bizbits are going to curse as most of their tools fell out of their hand into the
Oh,
water.
buddy.
I'm not apologizing.
That's fine.
Their
Samantha.
precious mining laser is still present.
It's
so.
still there. That's all they care about. But if it gets damaged, they're not going to be able to fix it.
Yeah.
Samantha is going to run up next to you and grab the photo album that she dropped and
I'll
pick it
release
up
it from my
and
phone.
hold it like, oh, thank you so much, Klaus. I don't know what I would do. Okay. And just as you guys are going, the water sort of like around you. Alfonso's gonna go like, smile for the camera, everyone.
And I'm just still on the ground. I'm just still laying down.
I'm confused, but still look hot somehow.
Yeah, the wind blowing in your hair.
I don't actually do that.
And Dio's still dancing.
Farah Ellen, okay, is holding on to Arlo, and at this point she's just looking around wide-eyed with the largest smile on her face as she is nervously, almost near manically laughing at the adrenaline that's coursing through her body.
She would not survive as an adventurer.
No. But it's very exciting. You know what? Who wants to give me an insight check? Just for the hell of it?
Yeah. Never mind.
Not the best.
10.
10?
Natural 20.
There we go.
25.
Furtis, with
11.
your many eyes, you can, even when you're looking forward, they go sort of behind you. Look at her. And it occurs to you, yeah, this is a sheltered noble lady that hasn't left the house.
She's
like,
fucking
ever.
getting off to this shit.
Yeah.
I quite literally have an eye on everyone.
Yes.
This is literally her Joker moment.
One bad day.
She became the big bad evil. Oh no.
Next campaign, guys. Next campaign.
Is she still holding on to the rose? Or the flower?
Yeah. It is. She didn't have anywhere to put it, so it's currently being held between her breasts. That's
Perfect.
it. Top of the round, Noah.
Is it slicing her? Because it's a rose with thorns?
I'm
No,
gonna
that's why
use
she
my
didn't drop
movement
it.
speed
It's
to
grappled.
stand up.
Most roses that you give to gifts, you remove the thorns.
No.
Yeah,
the
well,
thorns
the
are why
thorns
they
are
didn't
gone.
fall out.
I mean, they were in my mouth, so I mean, the thorns. I mean, unless I'm a masochist.
I mean,
Which you probably
are you
know. I
Dio?
know you.
No, not this one. Not Dio
this one.
dancing.
Not Dio.
Grande was.
Grande.
Grande
Yeah.
was.
Grande had a problem.
Grande was a problem.
So I'm gonna use my movement speed
Your movement.
to stand up,
Good.
and
Half
then
your movement speed.
well, yeah. I only have 20 movement speed, so as it is.
Jesus
We're in a train
Fucking
car,
old
so like, I
man.
can't really move too far.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stand up, and then is picking up my shield an action, or is that okay?
It's interacting with an item, so it's free.
Pick up my shield, and then where's the worm in relation to us?
We don't.
You don't see it.
Damn.
It went underground as it was following the train.
Survival check.
You saw it pick up speed, so it's dashing underground somewhere.
So it's either running or getting in front of us to fuck us. That's
Can
just
I
my
roll a
opinion.
survival check to try to figure out where it is? Or
Yeah.
like, okay, survival.
Survival or perception, whichever one you prefer.
Oh, perception. I'll see if I can just kind of sense him.
I would say like survival is trying to estimate based on what you know of tracking animals, while perception is like you're using visual elements.
Trying to
try
look around and try
yeah.
to find out where he is. 23.
23. You don't. It's empty. This cavern's empty, and the only thing that's glowing is underneath your tracks. Well, everything's glowing because of the bioluminescent water, but the algae in the water reacts to like danger. So because it senses where the train is, you're sort of like a red underglow of your carriage, and as you look at that underglow, you can sort of see through the water a little bit, and you can see the ground cracking beneath the train directly.
I think it's the second
It's-
thing that I said.
It's it's
go.
underneath you.
Go.
This is the fastest you're going.
Time to go
Enlarged
left.
engine, double time overdrive. You guys are in super drive
When
right
I
now.
asked which direction I should
Maximum
go with my
overdrive.
movement, it wasn't so dumb, was it?
Just,
I never said it was.
just hit an immediate stop, and then I'll just go.
Goodbye. Stop.
We're start drifting.
So
I don't
bonus
have much-
action for
I
you,
don't have much that
Noah.
I can do without like being able to see him or know where he really is. I just know he's underneath us.
Can you tell us?
I'm just gonna
And
use
the
a
ground
bonus
is cracked.
action and try to cast Shield of Faith on myself again. I guess that just happened.
He's
'cause-
digging a
Yeah.
death pit.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, let me just make sure I mark off the spell slot for that. But yeah, I'll have healing. No, I'll have Shield of Faith on myself. Cool.
Do you tell us that the ground is cracking under us?
Yeah, I'll let them know. Hey, he's beneath us.
You hear from underground a roar as it actually just seismatic, okay? Like tectonic plates grinding against each other. The entire train, everyone on it. You have to cover your ears and make a Constitution saving throw,
Oh, fuck.
as it announces its presence.
I think we made it angry.
22.
22?
22.
You pass.
I failed.
You
Good
fail.
thing I'm driving.
16.
24.
24. I'm just gonna tell you it's 18 is the DC.
I got.
I rolled a 9.
I say I got.
I rolled an
19.
18 plus
Well, I
8.
rolled an 18
Or
plus
6.
1. I got a 19.
Anyone that's close to him, they get bonuses, don't they?
Yeah.
They get a +3.
Oh, okay.
Plus
Well,
three.
then I got
4,
a.
5, 6,
Yeah,
27.
that was the
I got a
difference.
22.
19. I get to pass.
Oh, yeah.
If it's a +3.
Yes.
I think I failed.
No, you were in the back of the
You were in
train.
the back of the train.
No!
Yeah, you still fail. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, I failed with you.
I just stood up.
And now you're back down.
Don't worry, it's a con save, not a
I
dex.
get knocked.
Oh,
It's just gonna mess with my mind.
you're gonna be feared.
Okay.
I'm scared.
gonna
So
be dead.
anyone that passed, you take half damage, but it is 31 points of damage. Thunder
I'll
damage.
take that heal.
What is half of that?
31. That'd be 15.
Thank
15
you.
points of thunder damage, and you are deafened for 1 minute.
Wait, how much does that mean I have to take?
31.
The whole thing.
31 is full.
31.
So those of us that passed, do we not get deafened?
You don't get deafened. No, you do get deafened, but you don't get pushed 20 feet away.
Thank God.
From
I'm driving.
How much
It
further
would be,
can I
because
push?
it's below you directly, its head is sort of ahead of you guys, like underneath him right now.
Thank God we
So
don't have
if
good
you're
steps.
next to him, you'd be blown like that. If you're in the back, you get pushed further down the train.
So
I took-
I'm on the engine.
You're on the engine, you get knocked off the engine. If
I
you
get
fail,
knocked down.
I did.
you
But
get
I
knocked
up
off.
again.
Does he stay flying?
No.
We're gonna have to
So
turn
I
around
would
and
say-
do it.
How much engine damage are you about to take?
Oh my God, are you gonna
Does
be?
the engine fall?
No.
No, it's not. I don't know. It's up to you.
Why would you say
The,
that?
the engine's screwed
Because
up.
I'm a
roll
bastard.
for an
It's not.
engine.
No, it's
Because
not.
I'm
It's
a
fine.
bastard.
Okay, it has
He was
advantage,
falling.
and because it's heavy, it's gonna get a plus.
Well, because I'm falling into the engine. That's
It
why
gets a
I'm
plus
asking.
5. Okay, to this roll.
I have to ask because I'm falling into the engine.
It doesn't fall.
Does that mean I fall off then? Because
But
I'm in front of the
do you
engine.
get hit by the engine though? The beam?
That's what I was.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what he
I
was
would be
thinking.
behind-
Yeah. Well, you're right behind it.
Yes. That's why I'm asking. Do I fall off because the engine's in front of me?
No. Jesus Christ.
I take another 12 points of
You
damage.
take another
okay.
12 points of damage as you take falling damage into the engine. Yeah.
I'm okay with
You
that.
are like. "Ah!"
I'm at 21.
I will change that. You do not get deafened if you passed.
Okay.
I realized a minute is very long in D&D combat. So,
I'm deaf.
everyone, I'm asking anyone that failed, you need to mark for 10 rounds. Okay, that you are deafened and you can't hear. So keep track of that for me.
So whose turn is it now?
That was the worm's
What?
legendary action.
What?
Actually, I don't remember whose turn
It would
we
be
ended.
mine because the legendary action was after you.
Yeah, it was no. It's okay. So it's your turn, Will. Thank you.
Okay, can I see the worm at all? Oh, wait, do you still have
Wait,
stuff
he
too?
has a bonus action.
Did I get sent flying like he did? Did I smack up into the back of the car? Because I failed the check.
Yeah.
I feel like
I
To be fair, I should take the damage there too.
Where were
You
you on
take-
the back of the truck? On the train?
Just the back of the train.
just the back of the
The back
train.
of it,
For
yeah.
ease of use, so you don't get knocked off, you take 6 points of falling damage.
Oh man, I'm not looking good.
You get bonus action. Do it.
Old man gets bullied by
I
worm.
did
What?
What?
Okay.
What are they selling?
Do you lose your concentration?
Chocolates!
This is so dumb.
just
Can
in
I
pain
see
at
the
back
worm
of
at
car.
all, or is it still underground?
It's still underground. It instead of using a legendary action to get out, it just roared.
I made it not happy. I made it very not happy.
Okay. Many things have just changed, so give me a moment.
Good.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm
Anybody else
curious
look
on how.
like they need a drink?
Oh, I need
Oh,
plenty.
I'm super stoked.
I'm curious on how much hit points this fucking worm has.
Do I
Like
need,
total.
do I need
Seems
to
a lot.
Did you
I
know?
know.
Did you, dude? It's like 3 times the size of a normal
I
purple worm.
know.
That's why it's an abyssal worm.
Did you know that there's a kind of shot called the tapeworm?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It's awful.
When do we get to drink it?
Dude,
you want to
it's,
try it?
it's like vodka with mayo.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It's vodka with mayo squirted
Ew.
into it because it like keeps its shape and it looks like a
so-
little worm in there.
question?
It's awful.
I want to try it.
No,
Can I,
don't.
can,
No,
I
you
make,
don't.
can I make a perception check or something to determine how far underground the worm is?
A perception check. D&D, it's 6 seconds. Okay. A perception, like each turn is 6 seconds.
Okay. Well, do I have an idea? Is the worm underground more than 90 feet? Is what I'm trying to figure out.
No, it
Because
has to
it
be
works.
closer.
Because it's cracking the ground.
Because it's cracking the ground. He pointed it out. You can see that it's cracking the ground. Okay, and if it was any further away, you figure that seismic roar wouldn't
Would
have
not
done.
have reached.
Would not
Okay.
have reached.
So, on that note, then, I'm going to first quicken a spell to, because specifically Sneelix Snowball Swarm does not require me to see what I am targeting. I just have to pick it. It hits a 5-foot area. I'm going to cast.
And this worm's like 30 feet diameter.
Yep, I'm going to quicken a spell and cast a 3rd level Sneelix Snowball Swarm, approximately under us where I think the worm is.
Right in its belly.
Yeah, 14 dex save, please.
It doesn't see it coming.
No.
No, I can't see shit.
Roll the 15. But it's a -2 to his dex.
Yeah! So,
Let's
it
go.
takes 46. Can I get another d6, sir?
Oh, of course.
Oh, actually, wait, no, I actually do have 4.
This is the sorry.
It's not a very agile.
Not
giant
as good as
worm.
last time, but still pretty good. So
Yeah, you did roll my d6. That's fine.
13 damage for the first one.
13.
And that was my quickened spell.
Yes.
And I'm going to just cast the spell again as my main action. Doing the
Do it
same
again.
thing at at 3rd
Do
level.
it again.
Run it back.
Do even worse.
So, it did worse.
Yeah, it failed.
We got
Nice.
brain freeze now from all the snowballs and stuff.
Oh, fuck me. I can't even do anything.
No, that's your worst job.
Hey, I'll take that job anytime.
Nope, I got. Never mind. That's personal. That was not as good. So 5. Actually, sorry. Add 2 to that last one because of Elemental Adept,
Okay.
and then 7 for this one.
7.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
I'm sorry, with a friend saying that, that's because
Yeah, no, you're good.
response.
You're good.
End of your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do. I just twice cast Sneelix Snowball Swarm inside the fucking thing.
Joe.
Yep.
Nate's character, Apollo, you
That's
poo.
Noah's.
What?
That's Noah, not Nate.
Damn it.
Nate's this one.
I know who it is.
Hi.
Okay, it's a slip of the tongue. I've been doing that like
Joey,
for the past
well,
week.
Isaiah.
I've been calling people by their wrong names.
Do you by chance have ADHD?
Excuse me.
Huh. I
Okay,
wonder
what
that
happens
could
to
be
Apollo?
like.
Apollo, you slam right next to Klaus.
Again?
Okay. No, this is just getting into his. Okay.
Okay.
You managed to pull yourself off the wall. It is your turn.
Thud.
It's a second.
What?
What? You're both completely deaf. You don't even hear the engine. It's just like a. Just
ringing.
tinnitus.
Not my tonight, not
I
again!
just pushed in the train. I can't hear shit.
What? I'm gonna start turning
Oh, you're
the
not
engine
deaf.
so that
I
we
don't
can
have
get
any
back on
what?
track.
You're not deaf.
Oh, I'm not
You're
deaf.
gonna try to
You
twist
passed,
the
right?
engine.
Yeah.
You're gonna ignore the dude. Okay.
I can't hear him. I obviously
How
can't
do
be
you
like,
know I'm
oh, he
talking?
can
I
hear
ain't
me.
got lips to move.
He's also facing forward too.
No, I'm going
That's
down
the
to
trade.
right.
Okay.
I'm turning the engine.
Huh?
You're what?
Huh?
What?
I'm not deaf, but what?
Several people that went deaf all look at you and go, "What?" Just all the survivors on the train. What?
Get all those people up here.
Oh shit! Oh
Too
yeah.
bad no one else can hear me.
I'm right here, baby. Don't worry.
You gotta get everyone up front.
Hold
Up
on,
front.
it was mainly for you to hear. And then I start turning the engine.
Are you fucking
The whole
turning the
crowd of
engine?
40 people back there, all deaf.
What?
I'm trying to get us
Meanwhile,
back on the
empty
track so we don't get drained out of the fucking water.
Okay.
I'm gonna swerve.
I need you to roll me intelligence.
I'm also hasting.
Oh
so
no.
Get
16.
16. Okay. Okay. Now give me athletics.
Oh no.
You're twisting a massive
Yeah.
block of steel.
Yeah.
They're both zeros.
Oh god.
brother, no.
Just gotta believe.
He didn't believe.
3.
Okay.
I
The
believe
first
not.
check was to make sure you knew how far you could turn it and not make your guys spin out.
I really feel that.
The second one was to actually twist it. You're not able to shift this thing. It is too heavy for you.
I waved the gnomes over.
The gnomes!
Listen, they're the engineers. It's their thing.
Help me!
What? I didn't say I waved them over.
They're not gonna know what the hell you want. They can't fucking hear you.
Wave over. Come here. Turn.
They
Look,
go up like...
They run over, they look down, they go to grab their tools.
They dropped them.
Yep.
They dropped
I'm not
their
worried
tools.
about the tools.
They're weak.
I'm not worried about them. I'm worried
Pulls
about
out
the
a
damage.
crowbar from their bag. And then they're just gonna try to, I don't know, man, use it as leverage around the corner.
Listen, a crowbar gives advantage on strength
It does.
checks.
It does.
16.
16, you're able to twist it a little bit.
little.
And start
Okay.
steering in a direction of basically forcing him to go back onto the tracks.
That's what I wanted.
I'm
I'm trying not to get drained throughout the water.
We're floating.
If the
But
floor
we will hit a
falls,
fucking wall.
if the floor falls out from underneath us,
I'm hoping he would steer us not into a wall and probably into, the tunnel going
We will
out.
be below the tunnel.
we won't be able to get back up on the tracks because it's gonna be a mound. Right now, the
It's
only
not a. It is. I want to make sure it's not like this. It's more like that. Like when you're on an actual railroad where the ground sort of goes up.
Yeah.
It's like that.
I was gonna say it's not. I mean, nutty.
It'll be a little rough getting on top, but you're not really worrying about wheels. You're levitating.
We're fucking floating. I mean, all you're
But
doing
we're
is
also
steering it.
floating like it's on
Yes.
ice.
Yes. Yes.
So,
I do want to specify after you do have to turn this back.
yes.
Or else you're just going to be going in a large circle for a bit.
Yeah.
take another left turn.
We've invented Dwarven NASCAR.
It is now
Gold.
back to the worm's turn.
Worm turn.
What?
Oh wait, should I
What?
have made a concentration check for the roar damage?
Oh yeah, you would have. What were you concentrating on?
My haste.
Haste.
Oh shit, yeah. Yeah, give that to me.
This could be very bad.
Wait, you were in the front.
Yeah. No, the roar.
No, the roar doesn't do concentration. The seismatic roar is different from the tremor pulse.
Okay.
The tremor pulse affects concentration, the roar does not.
Okay. Cool.
So you said the worm doesn't come back.
It hasn't come back yet.
So
come back
so
yet.
I held my action last time. Can I use that held action and then just go again? Or
Do you
since-
want to keep holding it?
No, because so I held my action and
To
then
cast a spell.
The cast a spell.
I don't know what the spell was.
Yeah, I don't know what the spell. Oh, I mean, I knew what the spell was, but I mean, I can't use it now. So I want to be able to heal somebody using an action that I held previously. And since my turn is after the worm, do I get to go again?
You only get one use of the action. You cannot hold it until your next turn. It has to be used before the
That's what
start
I'm.
of your turn.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna use
Yeah,
it
you
before the
can do
start
it
of my
right
turn.
at the end of the worm's turn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm gonna since
Okay.
everybody kind of got fucked up, I'm gonna use a healing spell to help everybody out.
Oh, you were holding a healing spell for if someone got damaged?
No, I was holding something else, but it's not there. I am gonna. Who looks the most fucked up?
I'm at 21 out of 71.
I think he might be
I'm
the
sitting at 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he needs it.
He's our cleric too.
No, he's fine.
All right, it's all right. It's all right. I throw the dash up the dancing
alright,
lights,
he died, so
do a little
that's
spin. I held up my hand. Apollo, will you take my hand?
I'm flat against the wall in so much pain.
We
You're
take
flying
the
against
poor
me.
sinner's hand.
Are you gonna hold my hand?
I lift my hand up. It's like broken, and I'm like, yeah.
I pull you in close.
I snap your elbow back into the
Cure
right
Wounds
direction.
at 4th level,
Yeah, as he pulls you in, your elbow snaps back
and you
to the
get
right direction.
35 HP.
Praise be.
And then I spin you around, and I pass you off.
No, let's put me back to full health again. Thank you.
Holy shit, your health is low.
And now it's my
Yeah.
turn, because after that,
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold my action.
Caster, and I have 60
and-
something health.
Wait, it wouldn't be your turn
That's
yet because
71.
the worm's turn has to.
I'm a monk.
But no, the worm,
The worm
didn't come back up.
Body.
So his turn is done.
Don't
Yeah.
worry,
Right? Yeah, his
job
turn was
to
done.
get
Now
back.
it's my turn.
Yeah.
Before I hold my action, no, I'm gonna hold my action. That's it. Just hold my action.
Okay.
If we didn't need you to spear, you could do it
NPCs
spear. You're doing a great job.
floundering, making sure they're okay.
Yeah.
No,
What are
it's
you
6
talking about? What? Why? It would never. Noah, it's your turn.
Well, it's a good thing I'm turning this.
I'm gonna use that to drift even harder.
Deja vu.
Can I hold my action for?
You just turn us around so we hit it
Like, the
again.
moment I see it.
Then
Yeah.
180 and pass
Yeah.
the worm.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just gonna hold that.
Shit, they're going
I
wrong.
still. Shield of Faith is
Drive
still
by the
active on me,
worm.
so I don't need to worry about
No
that.
Shield of Faith, you lost concentration on it, remember?
He cast it again.
That was
Oh, you
just-
cast it
At the
again.
beginning of last
That was
round.
my last turn. I cast
Sorry,
it.
yes. Yes, it's still on you.
I still flew back and took damage because that's not an AC
Yeah.
thing. So.
That's just falling damage.
Yeah.
It was that or get knocked off the train.
So using my bonus action because I'm going to hold that action. Does anyone else need healing?
Yes.
I'm at
Does
49
anyone
out of 64, so I'm
Does
okay.
anyone else need healing?
Can you do
I can use a little.
What? I'm still dead. I'm still dead.
Wait, can you use mass healing roll?
Everyone
Just heal
needs it more
everybody?
than I do.
I could.
Yeah, just
No,
fucking
I don't
heal
need
everybody.
peeling. Why would you ask
Why would
me
you
that?
want to peel me?
Why would you want to peel my dick?
Who the fuck is Rick?
Why are we talking about dicks?
Who's a prick?
You!
No,
I can hear just fine. You're all weird.
I used my bonus action to cast Mass Healing Word
Hey.
on everyone. So
Okay.
they're all going to
Wizard
get
woke up.
13 health points.
Nice.
So throw those back on me.
Karate chop.
Okay.
13 HP.
13 across the
Yay.
board. And with that 13 points of healing, Zenith
do I get
is
it too?
actually brought back from unconsciousness.
Do I get it too?
Zenith,
Because, wait,
grab
1,
your
2,
seat.
3,
You were just
4.
added to the
It says up to
initiative.
6 creatures.
Yeah.
Wake up, you're unconscious.
Yeah, baby.
Fight is worm time.
Wait, up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what wakes him up.
Yes, that is what wakes him up. That's what I said.
I'm dead,
Go
so.
last.
Oh, what? What?
Huh?
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 What are they selling?
What are we doing?
Chocolate!
What are we doing,
We'll figure out what his
Tuesday?
initiative is in a second. We're gonna move on to Will now.
Okay. Do I see the worm yet?
Hasn't come up.
Do I still get the sense that it's below us?
I could have done lesser restoration
Yeah.
to get rid of
Yeah,
my
okay.
deafness. Oh well.
That's alright.
I'm on the wrong page. Okay. So I'm gonna cast.
Same thing, same spot.
Worm seed.
Yeah,
Okay.
but the lower level one.
Lower
and I'm
level,
gonna
okay.
quicken spell once again, so I can do it twice.
Could you? What's your spell save DC?
My spell save.
Yeah.
My spell save DC is 14, I believe. Yes, 14.
Okay.
Does it pass or fail on both?
I was, because you're casting in the same spot, I was seeing if it was smart enough to move out of the way or figure out how far it had to move to avoid you shooting it in the same spot. It failed that, so that it does hit.
Okay. Yeah, it's. I'm giving it some, bite into ice cream cold.
Yeah.
You're giving it brain freak.
6, 7,
We're gonna punch his fucking tooth again.
13.
weak point.
13 for the first casting.
Taking that tooth with me.
You said 13?
Yep. And 13 again for the second casting.
Okay.
I am built to deal damage. If this thing hits me, I'm probably fucked.
Fair enough. I think we are.
It's called the glass cannon.
Yep.
I think this thing can turn anything into glass first. Even a glass tank.
That's fair.
It's called the bite action and the eat action.
I choose to kill myself.
Can someone do something about this fucking thing? I'm running out of spell slots.
I commit seppuku.
Yup.
Is it your turn?
Oh, you took the easy way. Oh, you took
Actually,
the
aren't
easy
you
way.
after me?
Am I?
Yes.
Okay.
Seppuku.
No.
And then there was 5.
I am continuing to turn the train in a way that the worm will not just come straight under us and devour us.
We're not going to stay on the track.
Are they?
We weren't on the tracks.
Are they still giving me the help action or no?
Who?
The no.
Oh, the gnomes, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I rolled a 10.
You rolled a 10.
Yes.
Yeah, you're stuck in a gradual, like, left-hand turn. The arc that you're running at is eventually going to hit the tracks, but then you have to figure out
How to turn it back?
turn it back. So you're trying to basically, because the tunnels are exactly 20 feet in diameter. Okay, the train was 15 feet in diameter. You're trying to pinhole it without like crashing into the sides, or you got to do a full loop, circle back around.
That's not happening.
We're
Yeah.
doing a drive-by on the worm.
Is that your turn?
Can I do anything with my bonus action to help turn?
Oh man.
Then that's probably my turn.
That's your turn. Legendary action. You hear a as you see the ground actually like break, as if there was like an underground sonic boom that reverb, like where the ground sort of bubbles up and goes back down. The bioluminescent algae all turn red for a second and it ripples out before going back to the blue. And the worm's head immediately bursts 10 feet in front of you.
So when is it my turn in initiative?
Aren't you after the worm?
Oh shit, no, you're after Will.
Yeah, I
We
was just
skipped
like,
Oh,
you.
I think
I thought.
go.
Sorry, I thought he was after me.
Well, does the worm still burst down?
I
the
think you
ground?
guys skipped me last turn too.
Bum bum ba bum.
Nate, you need to speak up. You need to speak up, Nate.
What?
What?
We're all deafened.
Just give him a turn right now.
So, actually, we were going to cut back to the cavern. The kobolds watching their DVD player. I'm like, no, wait, rewind that. I think we missed something. Okay. Nate, it's your turn.
Can I, being at the front of the train, can I look down at the cracks and make a survival check to tell where this worm's coming up?
You see it.
Oh.
You see it. You
Yeah.
see the ground breaking more frequently, as you can suspect it's going to come up.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, right there.
And he's turning it what way? To the left.
To the left. Like it's
I'm
a
gonna
gradual
hit
left
it with
turn.
a hard left.
So just a hasted J turn. Got it.
Yup.
Okay, give me
Athletic.
athletics.
Boy, my favorite. 27.
Does he get advantage because of haste?
Yes.
Can you
Didn't help, but whatever.
27.
27. Okay.
Could have been way cooler.
What are you doing with this train? Like,
Since
like, how far of a left turn are you going? Like, what degree are we looking at here?
I almost want to be like a full on.
90?
Yeah.
90 degree?
Try
Okay,
and
yeah.
swerve past this worm.
So literally a J turn. Okay.
Hit it again!
Hit the worm again!
With
We're
the
gonna
tan-
be right there with
With
the
the
engine
train?
right there.
Okay.
Blast the
Well,
worm!
hopefully with the cannon or the laser.
Okay. That's the end of your turn?
Yup.
Well, it was going to use its legendary action before its turn, so I guess we can just say it pops up directly in behind the laser. Yeah! It's going to take...
Can I make a reaction to turn the laser down to a pinpoint?
To a pinpoint? You're gonna try to slice this thing.
Yes.
Well, how big is that thing you need to rotate? Because it's enlarged.
It's pretty big.
It's pretty big.
Okay.
But
A lever.
It's made to turn them.
Yeah, fair enough.
you already used your.
It's like a whole mob.
I guess if we went back to Nate, I'm gonna have to ask everyone. Because time rewound, okay, is he
Yeah.
allowed to change his action?
This is
From
my
try to
reaction.
twist. Your reaction.
Reaction.
I don't think you can use your reaction to interact with an object. That would be turning it on. But I'm going to ask everyone here, are you okay with him redoing his turn instead of trying to move the engine to turn it off and turn it back on again? Or like turn it down to a pinpoint?
I'd be fine with it. Because
Sure.
because different circumstances.
Yeah, different circumstances.
I mean,
I'll live with that.
I don't understand it because we're gonna go slower, and he's behind us. So if you're pinpointing,
Because we're
But
turning
he's
around.
coming.
He's
coming
turning it
straight
into a
up,
lightsaber instead of a jet engine.
Yeah.
And it's
Just
just
slice into the thing.
It's going
Roll
straight
initiative.
up right now, so I'm not that worried.
Instead of rocket blast, it's laser beam. Hopefully.
Hello,
My
meet the
initiative?
sun.
Yeah.
Is a hefty 15.
15?
Yeah.
Hefty two.
I have a plus fucking 9 initiative, and I'm going second to last.
It happens.
Never fear.
What's your character's name?
Zenith,
Zenith.
Treasure Brand.
You have a last
Retro
name?
brain.
There, there's
No.
there's a very tall, hot Goliath woman fighting alongside you guys now.
Yeah.
Damn.
You got knocked out by a rock, and immediately after she woke up.
You got brain damage, by the
Yeah,
way.
Noah casted a healing spell, so that healing woke you up.
How much healing did you do, by the way?
15?
15?
13.
13.
13 health points to everyone.
Brother, I'm max health again.
You're welcome.
Yeah, oh boy.
Wait, wait. Did you,
So yeah, you
did you say
change your
that to me?
circumstances. You're just gonna slice into this thing with the pinpoint laser.
Did Corey say that to my character?
Yes.
What?
Ah!
Huh?
Who's
Is he
it?
the back or the front? Zenith.
He would have been in the back.
So is he deaf?
Am I by
He was unconscious. He wasn't paying attention. It's fine.
He's the only
Wait,
one
am
who
I
can
by
do
the
that.
engine?
Yes.
Gnarly, dude.
It is
I got
currently
some large.
it's doubled in size.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm guessing someone casted
Enlarge on it. Yeah.
For
Yeah, we enlarged it and hasted him so that we can actually still control it
You are
now.
being chased by the worm.
Which I'm currently tempted to slice. in half.
so
just imagine waking up to that shit.
Yeah,
it's
right.
Joe's turn, right?
Snaps
Well, no,
away.
Joe just ended his turn, and now we're actually doing. The worm uses its legendary action to burst from the ground. You turned it into a laser, which you cut at the right moment, slicing into its body, doing an extra 30 points of damage. You see the black, ichor-like blood pour out, and its sonic screech is actually going to cause. Its sonic burrow that burst out of the ground, it hits out the ground, echoes across the ground, and shakes the ceiling where a stalactite drops. And we got currently one person in charge of maneuvering the train, acrobatics.
Technically,
Does he have advantage because of haste?
Yes.
Does it affect it?
Yes, you get advantage on all deck saves.
Well then yes, you have advantage on it.
Technically, there's
12.
2 people helping me
12.
the train.
Not very.
You're not very
I have a
dexterous.
minus
Oh,
1.
fuck me.
Did you add your plus 3 from your
You know what?
aura? Because that affects you too.
15.
Not enough.
Wait, I'm gonna use my action to use bardic
Your
inspiration.
action?
It's not your
Or
turn.
my reaction? Yeah,
No.
I held my action.
Yeah, but you said you wanted to cast a spell.
You have to pick
Oh,
what
pick-
your held action
Oh,
is.
okay, I know what my held action is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I held.
I
I
didn't
mean,
know
frankly,
that.
I
didn't know that.
stretched it a bit.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that. I didn't know how this works.
Like
okay, never
earlier, I
mind.
said I was gonna hold my guiding bolt until I saw
Yeah.
him. So whenever as soon as I see him,
I didn't know
guiding
that.
bolt.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
you
I'm
say
holding
your
something
action and then you
specific.
Yeah.
say a trick.
Yeah, I'm holding something specific.
Well, the worm did burst from the ground.
Yeah.
It is visible. What,
Yeah.
what triggers your action? I don't know.
The worm coming up.
The worm coming up? Okay,
Yes.
so it triggers it. You're going to
Yes.
cast on it.
Yes.
And my guiding bolt.
Get Guiding Bolt, do your attack
Do your
roll.
guiding bolt first.
The stalactite will land onto the train.
Front or back car?
That's what I'm gonna figure out.
Oh, good.
Let's say high is front, low is back.
Mine's gonna be.
And if it's how do you divide? Okay, so how do you divide 100 into thirds? It would be 33 for the first.
33.
33 is the very back.
33,
66 is the middle, and then above is the front.
If you manage to land 100, you roll again. Then that's
like a
perfect.
slide
I've done it before.
If he
If
rolls
it's 100, it lands on him.
Oh no!
It lands on Brutus
Yes.
directly.
Well, hey, you have
1
a
in 100
100% chance
chance.
to not
I'll make
Let
it.
it happen.
I'll make it.
roll low.
Well, it got 55.
Fuck.
So that's the middle.
The middle of the train.
The middle of the train stalactite, right into the hook hitch.
Fuck.
Boosh! Taking
Well, we're not connected anymore.
46.
Bye, guys.
Everyone grab me and we're jumping to the back. Actually, the back is gonna be pushing us. We can just jump ship.
Well,
I mean-
no, because the back is turning.
But we're still directly in front of it.
Being on the part with the propulsion system will be
That is
better.
enough damage for it to sever it entirely. It breaks down, getting embedded into the ground, and you're pulling, you are making a full left turn. With the weight behind you gone, you end up spinning out. With the engine sort of a gentle curve, it's no longer got a front, so its turn also becomes even wider, and you both end up like gentle turn, straight left turn, spinning out.
The
with two
lasers
cards.
also at the pinpoint, so it's not creating.
It's not creating any
not- no.
propulsion.
You're fine.
So
I'm
it
staying
comes
still.
it goes to a dead
to.
stop.
It's just slicing through the worm.
Just sitting there cutting the worm.
Well,
No,
Well,
if
they're-
it's so drop down, you're going gentle turn, dead down. It's going to, and you go to a dead
Yeah, I'm
stop after
slicing
spinning.
chunk out of the worm.
Yes, you already did that though. We
It
got
turned-
the damage.
Turn from piercing to
That was
slashing.
going straight through the worm, though, not cutting a
Yeah,
slice
now he's
out
getting
of it.
pushed sideways. That's like another
No,
slash.
he was making a hard left turn, so the back of the train it would have been like
Yeah, I guess it would have been cutting it.
Tokyo.
because he even said lightsaber.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a.
It's like a angled cut through the
But now back of the train, anyone in the back train, you're dead stop. Whoever's on the front of the train, you guys are spinning out.
Do we have to roll anything?
I was thinking about that. Athletics or acrobatics if you're on the front of the train.
Okay, before that even happened. Yeah, fuck it.
Did I still get my guiding bolt though?
Yes. What did you roll?
I didn't roll anything. I was
I
waiting.
told you to roll the hit.
27.
I have a, why? Okay, yep. I'm a Goliath. I have athletics.
28.
28.
You're a big
Sure.
Yep.
What-
I don't. Strength is not my strong
Wait,
suit.
wait, wait. Does this require a saving throw on the worm?
Fuck.
Yes.
It requires a saving
The
throw.
spell I'm gonna do, yes.
Okay. Okay.
9.
9. Anyone on the train that rolled a 13 or below goes prone on the front of the train. You
Do
go
I
prone.
Fly off
For
or
those
just
of
fall
us who-
down?
You fall down.
Okay.
For those of us
Okay.
in the back of the
Less bad
train,
than I was
anything?
Falling off is a death sentence, I think, at this point.
Those of
No,
us
I
at the
don't
back
have
of
that
the
anymore.
train,
I'm not
anything?
level
Up
3
my
spots.
sleeve.
Back of the train, dead
It's like,
stop.
I can class to fly. No, I can't.
Give me an athletics or acrobatics in the back of the
I
train.
honestly
as well.
think it hitting the middle was possibly the
I'm
worst case
old.
scenario.
Yeah.
Now it hit a wall.
feel like
18.
Yeah.
Succeed.
Because that would just shoot them somewhere, right? If it gets cut in half, the front's gonna go flying, but the one that has a jet still connected to it, it's gonna go yoink.
Well,
He
the jet-
turned it down to laser mode.
So it's not.
So it doesn't have any
propulsion.
propulsion. It hit the stalactite
Oh.
and just spun out, but then stopped.
So how far are they away from me now?
Who? The people in the back?
Yeah,
I'd say at this point you only 30 feet of difference.
30 feet. Okay, so you're just in. It's still enlarged.
Yeah.
Still enlarged.
Well, no, so that doesn't matter. That's the range you cast.
Oh.
Yeah.
As long as you're still concentrating, it's
Yeah.
still big.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, once.
So,
yeah, well,
yeah.
What's the saving throw that the worm had to make?
17 for this spell.
It failed.
It failed. All right.
What'd you cast?
Hold monster. With my acrobatics, though, since it's spinning, I kind of want to do a jump too.
You jump off the thing.
Jump off the thing.
You land in the water. The glowing lights of the bioluminescent algae ripples around you, turning red and disappearing.
Yeah, the rest of my.
So where's the worm respected to me?
Well, that was the worm.
Floating, you can probably
It would have had
do
its
it.
turn right after it took its legendary action.
Yes.
You had your held action.
Yeah.
Its turn is
now.
eliminated because it's hold monster.
Yeah.
You
so-
can't react.
so I can just
So
walk-
now it's your turn.
I'm walking right into this thing, like dancing.
It came out of the ground, and as soon as it came out of the ground, roared. You cast held monster. Its mouth is like a good step. Like I'd say maybe like 2 feet. Like its teeth 2 feet from the ground. Water just at its lip level.
I am slowly dancing towards this thing.
You're going into
Going-
its mouth.
I'm gonna look back, see the elf lady, give her a little wink.
Dio! What are you doing? And Arlo's gonna hold her back.
I'm gonna walk directly into this monster's mouth, and then Dio dancing stops dancing.
That's one way to do it.
How long does hold monster last?
A minute.
A minute?
Yes.
Okay. Technically you were out of combat.
Everybody,
Damn it,
I
we
went
got-
on the
we
other
just
train.
Dio, move out of the way.
I wanted to do something.
6 seconds pass.
Guys,
Run.
I
run!
I get
Run.
onto the other
What?
train and I start to push it.
Yeah.
You're in the back of the train. You're not even with us.
I'm going to grab him by the shoulders
Also,
and
You're
you're
racked with pain as you take another level of exhaustion.
Also, the engine is no longer enlarged. Ugh.
Yeah, you take a, yeah.
With the engine no longer being enlarged, I'm going to grab the engine, use Step of the Wind to have a fly speed, double my movement speed again, and then I'm going to attempt to chop part of the worm.
Okay.
I mean,
Can- so-
not very necessary, but
Well, if
I
you
don't know-
attack it,
I don't know what you're doing.
No,
if you attack it, it's going to stop the hold monster.
yes,
anyway.
don't.
He's
don't.
gonna-
no, it won't.
It won't?
No, it's an
I thought it got
automatic
it.
crit.
Yeah, but I thought it has advantage. It gets
No.
to make the save again for hold monster.
Not for that. For hold monster,
Yeah.
no, I don't believe it get. Once it fails, it's kind of fucked.
It gets to make it save once again on its turn.
I don't because it's not a charm effect. It's not when attacked.
I have an
Monster,
idea
fifth level.
that we don't need to run.
We just
Yeah, so the target repeats
No.
its save at the end of each
No,
turn.
I have an
It's
idea.
just to try to
Target
break
makes
out
no
of the
wisdom
whole
saving
monster.
on okay, on a success it succeeds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Banishment.
He also is in its mouth.
I am in its mouth. It's really not that necessary. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm gonna blow up.
I don't know your plan. You didn't say anything to me. I'm deaf.
Well, okay. It's
All I know is that the
I
worm
stopped
stopped.
dancing, and now I am currently glowing.
I have it
Okay.
on other spell levels.
My
didn't grab
the
you by the
mouth.
shoulder, spin you
I'm
around,
gonna
and make
use-
the crank motion as I got to the front of the train to push.
I'm gonna cast
Alright, I'm
dancing
scared.
lights
That's- I'm
inside of
scared.
its mouth. Okay.
So-
You can do it. If
He
you
also
want.
is telling
I
you
will
guys
not
to get
argue.
going.
He's
saying go.
He is deaf though.
He is
I am.
down.
I can't.
Yeah, if you could argue that the gnomes understood you when you went like this, I feel like you can understand him going.
Okay, I'll go.
Fair argument. Let's
That's-
go.
So
it all starts
Well,
bolting.
Everybody
How
starts
much-
bolting.
I'll grab.
How much time until he pops?
Corey.
He's had how many levels
I
of
am in
exhaustion?
its mouth. I am
He's in his mouth.
Third
He's
level.
on 3rd level of exhaustion. He's got 3 more rounds of exhaustion. So that
I'll
is.
grab the two.
So I can put him in.
newly
I was
weds.
just
Yeah.
saying, instead of having the cave in, I'll just banish the worm.
He's going to come
Okay, I
back,
thought you were-
Corey, in a
Do
minute.
you also have the
But
little?
if you blow up,
No.
The 2 gnomes.
that's
Possibly
10
kill
rounds.
the worm,
No.
banish worm.
Yeah, right.
So I'm
No, I'm saying
I'm
with
going
you
to
in
move
it.
over to the
With
other
you in it,
car.
so that
while
If
I'm
you banish
doing
the
it,
creature,
I'm
it's only going to banish the creature.
Quicken spell
inside
again
of it, but
and
banish
just do
is-
a
no,
Gatling
it's
blast.
No, it doesn't. It's
Swallowed.
just the
He's
one
standing
creature.
on it.
Serious?
Yes.
Just,
Yeah.
it
He's not
says
swallowed.
creature.
I'm
standing
going
on
to
it's-
as I'm moving
standing
over
in
to
its mouth.
the other car that still has
It's
the
not the
engine
same
by
as
it.
being
I'm going
inside the
to
creature.
quicken spell and do a Gatling blast of 4 Eldritch blasts
At the worm.
at the worm as I'm moving over to the other car because
Okay.
the fucker can't move.
Yeah, that's fair.
Hey, fuck you.
Yeah, you get going.
Each hit's an
The
automatic.
gnomes are going to grab their device, start booking it, loading everyone up onto the front where you are, basically. Noah, what are you doing?
I'm taking an action to dash. I'm running away.
Okay, you're running away.
12 and 10. Do either of those hit for the first?
12 and 10. No, they don't hit.
Okay, so my other 2 Eldritch blasts. Nat. So
Nat
it's an
20?
automatic crit already. Is that a double crit?
No.
No? Damn. So, 17 and nat 20, and because it's held monster, 17 counts as a crit. If it hits, does a 17 hit?
It's an 18.
You'd be wearing a
Damn, so one
He's
crit.
just like,
One crit.
I've been
Okay.
suffering.
And I'm getting on the other.
On the other train. Corey, what are you doing?
Four damage on a crit.
Leave. I'm running.
You're running.
I was making a
He's
joke
bolting.
I was making a joke of like cast polymorph on it, and Flip's just in there going, God,
Stuck in
Michael, don't leave me.
Okay.
But no,
Okay.
we're all booking it. We're out of here.
Everyone's booking it. Everyone's grabbing as many people as they can. What's your first name again?
Cynthia.
Cynthia, you're firing eldritch blasts at it, and Dio dancing, you're in the mouth of this creature. Every couple seconds, your body glows golden as sparkling lights of eldritch blast repeatedly pelt the skin of this creature, sending sparkles of the energy of your eldritch blast around Dio dancing as he just holds stop dancing.
I'm giving him a cool light show.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
dealing damage.
Because I
The
only
ones-
hit once and did 4 damage.
Yes. But they all do hit. Just not all of them deal damage.
anything.
Alfonso, you're gonna want a picture of this.
Okay, Alfonso terrified out of
Oh
his
wait,
mind.
no, I'm not carrying him because he's on the front of the.
Yeah.
Everyone's on the front of the train, aren't they?
You grabbed the wedding couples.
They're on the front of the train.
Well, then you grabbed the Tinkerers?
Yeah, I would have had to
Okay.
grab them, and they would have had to grab the engine.
Yeah.
They would have
Okay.
turned off the engine before I left.
Dio, you get more and more exhausted to the point where you're barely standing.
Okay, so this is probably gonna be my final stand, guys.
This is it. One more level exhaustion, and you're gone.
I'm feeling it. The glow coming from my feet, slowly creeping up. I pull out of my satchel a scroll that I once got.
The scroll that you stole. The scroll that
I
cursed you.
stole, that cursed me to constantly dance because I wanted to dance so bad. I wanted to marry a woman.
Oh,
Her
okay.
dad was a bitch. He never wanted to have any fun. So I stole this scroll from the gods to help him dance at our wedding. However, I got caught. So now I'm stuck with this. So I unravel this scroll.
This is all running through his mind, flashbacks, I guess.
Yes. And I cast irresistible dance on myself.
And in that moment, as you finish the spell,
I dance. Dio dancing for 1 minute. Everything's glowing. His whole body is
it
just...
doesn't last that long, unfortunately.
Really? It doesn't? Anyway.
No, this spell would last
Yeah,
that long
yeah.
if it wasn't for the fact that when
Yeah.
you hit the final move.
Yes, okay, he's dancing, and he goes up with one final... Boom!
The explosion travels from the point of his finger, emitting through his entire body. He was dead long before he finished this final dance. And the worm's head is erupted in holy fire. And it splinters like a tree struck by lightning.
There's one way to handle a worm.
He dies dancing. Farah screams, sad out of her mind, but Arlo looks off and is
It
so
laughs.
glad that fucker's dead.
But there's one more thing. There's one more thing that pops up. The rose that I get glows red, and as I read, each petal slowly falls
And it
off.
blows her up too.
I wish. That'd be funny as shit. I never asked for your heart, but you gave it to me anyway. Now give mine back to the stars, so you can find it in others, in joy, in love. Live a life so full, it makes the gods jealous. And when you smile, let it be for both of us. Oh, and P.S. I think your knight has a crush on you. and as
What?
Did you check
Arlo's
CCTV
like,
that?
ignore that. Throws the rose. And as with the final move is captured in a flashlight of the camera. That's it. The worm's completely destroyed. There is a massive crater. And as you are driving out, it is just barely water splashing on you guys. You're in the splash zone.
you guys are just covered.
You're a wet
But
cat.
you get just out of the way of the explosion in time from running. And you're safe. And you hear as you see a glowing light and 2 dwarves on a pump cart come out of the tunnel being like, "Oh, we were looking for you. Your train was late."
No shit.
What were you gonna do on that?
We were looking to you to see where the collapse would have been. We assumed you were dead.
It was a fucking worm.
A worm? A worm? You were scared of a wee little worm, laddie.
I mean,
That
just
worm,
see it?
you twat! And I point to the giant corpse of the worm falling into the water.
Yeah. By the ancestors, what the fuck is that?
The thing that's been eating your train.
weren't you listening? That's a fucking worm.
You killed it. That's been collapsing the tunnels.
Yes.
As they're having this conversation, I'm walking
Does it
onto
look
the little
alive?
push cart,
Yeah.
and I'm
Take me home, guys.
and I'm just like, everyone get on right now, and I go, and I animate it. I'm like,
You just
take
animate
me
it.
home. We're going to the fucking capital. Move. We're leaving. I'm tired of this
I
place.
still think this thing's faster.
I said no more magic.
It's not
He just
bad.
woke up.
I woke up.
I'm fucking with you.
It's now just animated itself, so it's just.
Oh, thank you. We were
Shut up!
tired from pumping.
Shut up.
Oh, you're tired.
We've
Like,
been through a fucking journey.
Is there enough room
Shut
for
your
3
mouth.
people
No.
on this?
You guys just
I dubbed this
they
ship-
take a chain and they hook the train up to the pump cart. And
I dubbed
everyone's
this-
just tons of injured people. You know, if we tell the king, they're going to be national heroes. Oh, well, we'll find out when we get there.
I named this new pump cart, since I brought it to life, Dio Pumpin'. Let's go.
It's only gonna be alive for like 10 minutes, but
Don't care.
Just the little thin line of metal, just like, what is my purpose?
Get us to the capital.
Oh
Take
my
me home.
gods! And you guys put...
My life sucks.
From something.
Rick and Morty.
Oh yeah.
The butter robot. What's my purpose? You pass butter. My life sucks.
oh my.
But
Oh
you
my
guys
God.
pump the rest of the way to the Dwarven capital, where you reach the Dwarven capital, which is a massive dug-out fortress with its own sort of just moat underground, where it drops hundreds of feet into a moat of magma. Tons of bridges that are all guarded with these massive brass bells covered in magical runes that almost glow underneath the light.
I cast Dispel Magic. I'm kidding.
Now that
No.
Begone defenses!
No.
Insect play.
Into the massive wall. Everyone in this city, mostly dwarves, a few anyone that's everyone, okay, has been coming to figure out what the hell's on with the Dwarf King. Okay, why are these tunnels collapsing? What's going on? And you're here as survivor. The only survivors of any collapse in the past few years that this has been going on. And you are brought before the Dwarven King, a man covered in gold rings, jewelry, necklaces, whole mantles, braids of gold and gemstones, with a glass gem eye, with a massive scar over his face. On the throne, he sees you are presented before him with the 2 dwarves told to investigate, and he just looks at you, grimaces, and it turns into a smile. And he just... large, calloused hands. After the dwarves tell him these guys killed whatever was making out of the trains. And he just steps down,
We're making out with a train.
wide, not very tall, and he will personally shake each and every one of your hands and say, "You've done a great service this day for all dwarves. We'll figure out your rewards another day. But know you are welcome in these halls, and you may call it your own homes if you do not have your own."
We appreciate it.
Wondrous.
This is
We're
your
gonna
last-
go for a
need somewhere
drink.
to-
We're gonna go for a drink.
I need somewhere to lay down.
Now that I know I'm safe, I'm gonna shut down and take my memories of Dio dancing and move them to an empty file labeled True Heroes.
Oh, perfect, perfect.
I like how it's empty. You don't have any. Level 9 is
Yeah.
like
My memories aren't in there.
Shit.
No? What do you do?
I asked the king if there are any dance halls.
Dance halls?
Because I think there's a new name that should be a
I
dance
think
hall.
we host a festival of dancing, music, and plenty of drinking to go around. Who wants to have a bottle of 300-year-old fire whiskey of the Dwarven descent?
Aye.
Hell yeah.
Aye, let's all drink! And tables are brought out. Tons of photos to be had as this becomes the greatest honeymoon for the two halflings. The lady and the knight sadly dance the night away.
Can I persuade the king? Just really quick.
For what?
I want him to name the dance hall after Dio dancing.
Of course.
Somebody help him! Somebody help him!
No, what is it? Tell me what is it?
I'll help him.
Persuasion, 3.
Did you roll a 1?
I rolled a 2.
Oh, you rolled a 2.
I'll help him.
You have advantage because Alfonso will show the king the photo of Dio Dance's final moments.
Watch me roll a 1. You ready? No, okay. 16.
16. Aye.
There was a great hero amongst us who did not survive this journey. But
I believe
the one thing he was known for was his excellent dance moves.
he's going to take the photo and he tells you, I'll commission a statue.
Even better.
Have him coming out of a worm. Make it a fountain.
No, the entire photo. Just
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think cool.
Have him come
As
it's
the
a
festival
and
ends,
gold.
It's golden.
You killed our mother, bitch!
that was my baby. As a bigger one shows up.
No, Were we Beowulf? Come on.
And the gnomish tinkerers will get a patent for their invention and get all rights to sell and create as personal tinkerers to the Dwarven King.
I'm going to sit down on their laser.
You want to sit down on it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Hopefully don't break it.
No, I'm kidding.
You take
But
30
that's-
force damage.
You have managed to destroy the danger that lied deep in the Dwarven Deepways. I hope everyone had fun. I am surprised this ended up being a 2-shot, but I think it was worth it. I think it was worth it. I was glad that we could have you at least in the second session. I was glad you were able to show up in the last combat and do nothing.
You know what? Fine. As a period exclamation point to this story.
Fireball on the
I
ceiling!
summon. I do infestation.
I
The
cast
whole city's covered in fleas. Fuck you all.
No. I cast counterspell.